thing.
Hello,
Look out. We're doing
everybody.
things.
We've done the thing.
We've done
Everyone
the
live.
thing.
Is everyone
Hello.
live?
We're here.
Everyone
We're
live?
live.
Hey, everyone.
Yes.
That's correct.
Hello.
Task Rider. We are doing Dungeons and Dragons. That's what happens on Sundays.
Oh my god.
That's right. It is what happens on Sundays.
Hang on, I'm waiting.
He's
Who
what
the fuck
happens on
Sometimes we
Sundays.
do bedrooms and beholders, but today it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Kobolds and Catacombs, and sometimes we play
Ogres and
D&D.
oubliettes sometimes.
And it's Aussie's favorite.
Lego and
confirmed.
Linguini.
He hesitated, so he doesn't have anything to say about it.
I said Lego
Fine.
and Linguini. What the
I'm
heck?
happy down for Lego and Linguini.
Thank you. Thank
Ding-
you.
Dingoes
As
and
you can
dangos?
see,
Yep, that
for
too.
Those, for those who stick around and do watch D&D on Sundays, we are a Cuddly short. Cuddly needed some time off, but
Mm.
we'll make sure Nana stays out of trouble. Hopefully.
Yeah, sure.
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 The short.
Oh,
The short was
sure.
trouble.
No, but
Short?
isn't Cuddly normally the Shork as well? So like,
Yeah,
Oh,
The
yeah.
shortest short.
a short shark.
yeah.
But let's get into it. I'm Josie Bowser. I'm the DM. I host this thing. I run the game. I decide everything. I am the benevolent goddess of Dramonia. And today, I'm drinking soda in a tea mug.
Mm.
Roju, what are you up to?
Getting a little bit fancy. Yeah, I'm Roju. My channel's Participation Award. I'm playing Gerald the Wizard, quote unquote, because he's actually a warlock. And I'm still drinking my way through my chocolate port, as well as water, as well as being incredibly hangry because my food hasn't arrived yet, and it's supposed
Did
to
you say
arrive over
chocolate
half an hour
port?
ago. I did say chocolate port, Josie, and it's delicious. It's I brought it back from Queensland.
I got to try some and it was
yeah,
very nice.
It was real good.
What about
Speaking of moisture,
Go
I was going to say
ahead,
orb.
Orb is good. I'm Wettest Orb. I was going to say I'm Arthur Orblet as well. But yes, I play a Wood Elf Ranger. He's just silly, as everyone would expect me to be. I'm currently drinking lemonade, and then moving over to beer. Leaving beer for later in the night, otherwise I will fall asleep.
That is fair.
Whoa,
Fair
whoa, what an entrance
A
that was.
standing
Yeah,
dab?
damn.
Was that a standing dab?
I thought we were gonna get a Roju butt emote.
It was a rolling dab for
A rolling
for my
dab.
chat.
Roll it on in.
Well, they're gonna go to the most proest person I know, over to Aussie Defro.
Oh, the hair is very fluffy tonight, isn't it? If it wasn't for
looking
the
good.
headset, I reckon it'd be.
You hang on, you're wearing a headset?
Yeah, it's very.
Can't even see it. Legitimately.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Ozzy Defro. I'm playing everybody's favorite, or maybe not favorite, cleric, Rudy Magic Hands McGee, who was, commissioned to perform some emergency surgery, and I'm not sure how we're really gonna recover from it. But yeah, I'm here to keep the party alive. Well, actually, no, the party can keep itself alive. I'm here to make hand jokes. That's what I'm here for. And I only have water today because I didn't have time to get a coffee, and I am a sad boy because of it.
I feel your pain, buddy.
Also, I love your beard going on.
Oh, don't.
No, I like it. It looks good.
No, it's not. What do you mean? I just haven't shaved. don't pull attention to it. Denny, take the wheels, please.
Yes. I'm Denimation. I play the mighty Task Goose Warrior Barbarian with a mighty axe. And he does his part to keep the group alive by just smashing a lot of things, but not in the way that you think.
But
But
also
tonight I-
absolutely in the way you think.
Because we're imagining he's physically smashing things, but now I'm thinking, are you insinuating that Goose is the bard?
He has enough charisma for it.
Oh yeah, everyone does. Level in bard, except for the person who wants to play a bard.
Everyone.
Didn't we
You know what's
talk
weird?
about forming a band or something without Arthur?
Yeah.
Because he.
No, he's got a triangle, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. Oh,
We
unintentionally, because I'm
established
creating.
if Arthur Warbler wants to go bard, he has to wait until he's level 12.
I'm working on a new character who was supposed to be a monk, but she's unintentionally gotten proficiency in a lot of instruments as well. I don't know how to explain it. It just happened. But tonight, I have my water for hydration, and I do have some French press coffee that I've been trying out as of today. I am very happy with how it's turning out.
Very impressive.
The coffee person is not drinking coffee, but I do want to say, everyone, take a look at Aussie Devro. Does he not look exactly like his emotes right now? The hair
right now he does.
Yeah.
Yep, it's perfect.
The hair is at
That's
exactly
the
the
hair.
right floof.
That is the hair. I can't believe you shaved it all off last fall, and now we're back to emote hair.
I know. Wow. It took literally a year to get back to it.
But that is the peak of your hair. I will point out. If you let it grow longer, it's just gonna start doing the droopy.
Yeah,
And like it did last time.
Yeah.
You're right. This is like perfect floof because I did also wash it today. And it's always fluffiest
Ah.
the wash.
Ah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
that's why we probably got it fluffing so heavily. Yeah.
Many much floof.
Yeah, many much
Yep.
floof. That's it.
Many
That's
much
it.
floof.
Yeah.
Speaking of floofs, are we getting into it?
I think
Ooh.
so.
Is this it? Are we done? Stream over? Yes.
Stream over. Yeah, everyone go home. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, hey, my food
No, but-
that's 50 minutes late is finally arriving.
If you want to go grab it, I'll start
Yeah.
the recap.
Please do.
So, last time on Dramonia ER, 911 Dramonia, Rudy's Anatomy.
Rudy's anatomy.
Successful operation.
On
And
robes instead of scrubs.
No, it's the left hand. Yeah, the left hand. We'll just,
We had the session started with Rudy being awoken by Pesty. Pesty, who was at one point the head of a nomad tribe of halflings. Being human himself, he had taken over the role from his mother, who passed away recently. One unfortunate event after another, and as far as you all know, from this halfling tribe that you traveled with, there's only Pesty and Sin Flurrytop, one of the halflings, left. Sin having been injured during the travels, they essentially managed to stay safe by way of injury, as they did not partake in the work within the mines where the horrible things happened. But Sin had apparently kept hidden her actual injuries. And overnight lately, while on the ship Tide Rider heading towards the mainland and the city of Southport, one morning, Rudy, you were woken abruptly by Pesty. And he pointed out Sin's affliction. Quick examination, great roll on the die, you realized there was some sort of infection going on in Sin's legs, especially the left one. And it was a split-second decision for her life. You took but a few moments of deliberation. You brought the closest thing the ship had to a doctor or physician, Alana Sejour, who'd also spent some time with Arthur, getting to know each other, came down, offered her services, and you were essentially came down to two options. Either hope she could make it for 8 hours and give Rudy time to prepare the appropriate spells to save the leg, or cut the leg and make sure that she survived this moment. Using the power of the Pallid Princess Urgathoa, you put Sin into death-like state to save her from pain and to ease her suffering. And Goose, with a sharpened, clean axe, severed the leg from Sin's body, right above the knee. And together, you healed the wound as best you could. And Rudy then did what he could with a dagger, getting rid of the necrotic parts of the other leg. And beaten, exhausted, you went up deck as Sin came to realizing that she was now missing one leg. The pelting rain subsided as clouds split to reveal a beautiful sunrise. It's been a day since that happened. Those who need to prepare spells may do so. But as we come to and start the session, you're all standing on deck, and you see ahead of you the tiered city of Southport, looking almost like an upside-down wedding cake, built into the cliffside of the south end of the Western Shard. The ship is moving towards you. You can see it coming ahead of you. You have maybe half an hour or so before you make port. What do you want to do?
I want to go fun first, mate.
You take a look around, and you see Alana is standing with the captain up by the helm.
All right, Arthur walks up and says, "Hello, Captain." "Hello, first mate."
They nod. They nod. And the captain says, "Good morning, Arthur. How are you doing? Did you sleep well?"
Look, I think I've finally grown my sea legs. It's taken a while.
I can see. We haven't had to clean vomit in quite a few days now.
Oh, I know, and I've been eating food as well. It's been absolutely
Bravo.
amazing.
Bravo.
But
Now, Arthur, I was meaning to talk to you
yes,
about one thing. I don't know where you and your friends are headed going forward, but I will let you know we will be in port a few days, and then we will make north along the coast to Green Harbor, where we will refresh supplies and head further north towards Zul.
Just when you're traveling north, just be safe. You know, you never know what's out there. But
I assure you, we will be very safe. But I just wanted to let you know, I don't know where you are headed, but if you need, we will be going north, stopping in Green Harbor, if that will be on your way.
Yep.
Just so you know.
Green Harbor, yep. And
also,
how long you'll be staying for again? Just a couple of days.
5. We have 2 days until there is a, shall we say, a party, a celebration regarding a peace treaty, if you will, between the West East Trading Company and the Redland Company.
That sounds like it might be a lot of fun.
Yes, well, it's mostly just drinking and eating, signing of papers, but I do not trust the Westerlies.
Look, we do have.
Even if this treaty is beneficial for everybody, I do not trust them.
Look,
So
we do have somewhere sort of to go, but I can talk to the team and maybe we can stay around for a little while.
I will, if you're still in town tomorrow, I will come find you. I have some inquiries to make before anything, but if you're in town, I will find you. Don't worry. But yes, there might be need for a few extra hands, if you catch my drift.
No, I do. Rudy's got 3.
Wonderful.
But I actually came up here for another thing. I was hoping you can give us a bit of private time with me and your first mate here.
Why are you asking me?
Well, because I thought we could do it up here. I know it's terribly rude to ask the captain to leave, but
If you know, then why are you doing it? Arthur, we've been through this.
Okay. Yeah.
You've literally been through this.
All right.
Because Arthur thinks he's smooth like jazz, but
Yes, he
not.
does.
He
does.
He's
And
rocky
it
like jazz.
backfires every time. So I sort of, do my head like that to the first mate, sort of, let's go for a walk. Like,
And Alana gives you a look, and looks down towards like the floor a little bit, looks at the captain, crosses her arms, and reluctantly follows after you, like waits for you to leave. The captain does grab your shoulder, by the way.
Oh,
It says, "Oh, sort of one more thing. Since you do seem a bit unsteady on your legs," and he clasps your hand almost as in a handshake, and you can feel him giving something to you.
Arthur's just gonna.
When you feel like, you might be losing balance, and when things aren't looking too good, make sure to keep this on you. Yes?
Thank you, definitely. Arthur's gonna have a quick look at it, but quickly puts it in his pocket for now. Thank you for the gift.
It looks almost like a small thin stone, and it looks almost like it would be like a feather fossil, like a fossilized feather on a piece of stone. Like it's very small. It like fits in your palm.
It's me, DNA.
I could get another goose. All right. So first captain and I are gonna sort of walk towards more the back of the boat. That's where I was gonna head off.
Yeah, well, you're on the back of the boat.
Oh, okay. I thought they were up to the helm. I was gonna like back towards more the.
Well, you're up on a rise above the cabins.
Okay.
Like on the back of the boat, it goes up. There's like a half floor up. That's where you are. Where
I
the
just
captain
want to
is
sort of
steering
be a little bit out of the earshot from the.
Yeah, you
captain,
could just
that's all.
walk away. Like there's definitely space here if you just want to get like
Yep.
semblance of privacy.
Yep. And I sort of. Arthur grabs her hands, and all he says is "Thank you."
She's not really letting you. She's standing there with her arms folded.
As he realized that, he just sort of awkwardly touches the side of her arm and just says, "I am so thankful for what you did the other night. You have no idea that this just scene for a second. You're an unbelievable person. I don't expect you to talk back to me, but I am very, very glad I've met you. And wherever you go from now, please just be safe and keep being you." Then Arthur walks off.
Yeah, she doesn't say anything, but she relaxes a bit, like as you're talking, like the tension drops just ever so slightly, but she's still standing there, arms folded. As you leave, she walks back up towards the captain.
And as he walks down the stairs, he wants to just give that walk down and go stand with the rest of the group. Now, I'm going to relay the information about the captain being in port for a couple of days, and that there is a party in 2 days. And he said if we stayed in town, we might he might need our help, some extra hands. That sort of go. I know we got places to be, but I feel like we should really do help the captain out if we can.
Whatever for, Arthur. We've got guild business to attend to.
Yeah, I know.
And Goose's friend, who I'm not sure if they're still in dire need, but
I was just about to mention, I need to go and see Swan as soon as I can.
Well, look, it's a signing of a peace treaty between like two companies, essentially, and not that well, in the captain's sort of direct words here, and not to scare you there, Gerald, but he doesn't really trust the other party as such. But he did say, if all goes well, they are making travel to North, Greenport. I don't know where we've got to go on this island here, Goose.
That's a good question, actually. DM...
Greenport on the way?
Yeah, because we don't really know the lay of the map. Would that be...
We would, yeah.
Would that be hastening our journey if we were to stay on the boat, or would it be like a detour?
I mean, it'd get us...
Essentially, it would put you closer to the actual swamp where Swan was, but it would make you travel around Goose hometown, so you wouldn't be passing through where Goose grew up and stuff like that. You wouldn't be passing through maybe where like the cities where Gerald grew up. Instead, you would be beelining it up the coast, and you would essentially... Green Harbor is on the river that comes out from the swamp.
And just to confirm, we still need to bring this head back to the guild, though, right?
We have to take it back to the Citadel.
No, to Ebenspire. The capital.
Ebenspire, sorry, yeah, Ebenspire.
But look, let's at least land, get some stuff in town, and we can make a more informed decision then. He said it's going to be 5 days roughly when they'll be leaving, and this thing that might be happening is going to be in 2 days. So let's just land, and we'll see how we go from there. Does that sound all right?
I mean, it sounds interesting. I'm just not sure what we have to do with any trade agreement.
Look, I think they've helped us out. Yes, we have paid them, but
it wasn't through any kind of altruism. This was just a paid arrangement for us to get transport.
Well, look, I've gotten quite close to the captain.
I'm sure you have, Arthur. I'm sure you
tend to get
have.
close with everybody we meet, but the long and short of it is, if we stopped to help everybody that was on our path, we would never get anywhere.
Arthur is good friend like that. Want to be friend with everybody.
Let's just get this
Trait.
I'm not going to try to RP ask Nana, but Nana essentially says that regardless, she wants a bed for the night that's not rocking and tossing and turning. She wants a proper soft bed, at least one night for her elderly back. So when you get to port, she's going to find somewhere to stay for the night, and she'll then find you all and let you know where that is.
Yep. Sounds good.
Feel free to, anyone who wants to, make a survival check.
Oh, I'll do it. Hang on, before I said
just one of us or all of us?
No.
Whoever wants to. This is to like quick thinking, what knowledge you have of the continent, what's essentially the fastest route. Would the boat be faster, like waiting, taking the ship, would that be faster than going by land?
Okay.
Could I beseech you to make a
straight intelligence?
Intelligence?
No,
yeah.
Don't my survival check.
My straight intelligence is better than survival.
Let's not look at my survival. Yeah, let's ignore that. It doesn't
Ignore
exist.
mine. Ignore mine. You have no
getting
There you
out of
go. 14 intelligence. How about that?
He has no excuse.
I got a 14 for just straight intelligence.
14. 14 is still pretty good. You feel like the boat, you don't know what the captain might charge for that trip, but it would definitely put you... If the point is to get to the swamp, you don't know where the swan is currently, you only have the information to work off previously. They were on the west edge of the swamp, and with that 14, it's probably maybe just ever so slightly quicker to take the boat, but that's based on if you have no problems whatsoever on the roads or on like at sea.
If we were to so because again, my like world map knowledge is not great. If we were to go via Ebenspire, is Ebenspire on the way to the swamp, or it's beyond, or which
It is beyond.
Okay, so the swamp would be on the way to Ebenspire.
Slight detour, but yes.
Okay, cool.
Essentially, there's a massive river that flows from the mountains to the west. The river flows through, like, splits the lower half of the continent. It hits a massive swamp that essentially works as a filtering system for the river itself, and then it comes out in Green Harbor.
Okay, so really that puts our options. So waiting 5 days and taking the boat is going to be quicker by a little bit than going overland towards the swamp. Is that correct?
5 or 2 days?
Well, 2 days
It's
is
2
the
days
party.
till the
5
party
days to
5.
travel.
5 days till the
Yes.
boat goes.
Yeah. And I would say you're not too sure, but like quick thinking, doing some fudge math in your brain.
It's like
If
roughly.
If weather conditions are good, if nothing happens, you feel like the boat might be ever slightly quicker.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I guess Gerald sort of thinks about it for a moment and goes, "Well, I suppose the swamp is on the way back to Evanspire to deliver our head." And
Rudy pats the little
Yep.
the lump that he's got at his hip.
that's the one.
Don't worry, I've been taking good care of him. I've been watering him and feeding him every day.
And we do
And I
have...
agree, she's done the same with her twig blight.
So it could be ever so slightly quicker to take the boat, but I think it's much of a muchness either way. So, I mean, I'm somewhat okay going by boat, and I'm fine going by broom overland. So,
And that's all well and good for you to say, Gerald. You don't
yeah,
have to
so
walk
that's what
anymore.
I'm saying. If there's not really much difference either way, is there anything that you all do we need to stop anywhere along the way towards the swamp, or is there any other points of interest that are important to us? Do we need to stop in any cities to shop or anything?
I mean, the only thing I might, I feel a duty of care is required towards Sin and Pesty. I mean, while we
yes.
have not caused their current predicament, I do feel as though we should make sure we send them off.
Where
in
are
the
they
correct
headed?
manner.
Do we know,
I don't.
Josie? Do we know where they're headed from
Over
here?
the last day, Sin and Pesty have not really left the room. It even went to the point where the crew started like bringing food down to them.
Did
Is that a pun face you're making, Roju? Did someone make a pun?
No,
What?
I'm just getting like oddly flattered. So thank you.
Oddly flattered.
Just random compliment out of nowhere. I don't know how to take
Flattery will
that.
get you everywhere, Twitch chat. All right, flattery will get you everywhere in this business.
Thank you.
I mean, I haven't. I mean, I told
yes.
Pesty to come and get me if something worsened or went wrong, but I don't know,
I think
haven't
they've
really
got
spoken
a
to them.
lot on their plate, Rudy. Obviously, but I think you're right. If we don't have much, to guide us one way or the other, perhaps if Sin and Pesty are indeed choosing one way or the other themselves, perhaps we could just align our travel plans, if for no other reason.
Yeah, I mean that absolutely. I mean, yeah.
Did you want me to go and ask? I could.
No. I think I think it's best. Because Rudy would have avoided them yesterday unless he was specifically asked for. So maybe it's best I go. Just double check. Just to check on the leg or lack thereof. And yeah, I'll go touch base with them.
All right. Probably don't touch the base though. That's
Oh,
probably
no,
quite sore, I
mean,
imagine.
Unless I have to. Unless I absolutely have to. But then, I could just do the whole, like touch, the put it to sleep again.
I'd rather not relive that.
Oh, it's really no trouble at all.
All right. Well, okay. Well, if you want to do this yourself, go. We'll wait here.
Because, we're like, what, 20 minutes, 15 minutes now from, landfall? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I would also like Rudy, make a medicine check retroactively for the leg that you actually saved to examine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rudy
That was
has-
The one
Gerald's
that I
pillow.
don't know is under my bed yet.
Well, it's been a full day.
Can we have an investigation check from Gerald to see whether he did find it or not? Or whether it's just...
I think it's more like
It's
when it
obvious.
reaches. I feel
I
like
think
Gerald
he
would
feels like
notice
that's
it
gonna be a pillow.
when the smell of it reaches his passive perception.
Yeah, that's not a great roll, but yeah, go for it. 12.
12. You do find it in one of the bigger pieces of necrosis. You do find what looks to be something, like a sliver of a something, but it's like been. I don't know how to put it. It's like being inside the body. It's been altered. Like it's. So you can't tell what it originally was, but it looks like almost like a splinter of some kind is all.
Right. Like a splint. So it wouldn't even tell if it was a splinter of like wood, metal.
I mean
bone.
that would not. The medicine was checked was mostly to find it.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
definitely-
Alrighty. Okay.
You can definitely like give it a more thorough check if you want.
Well, before, I wouldn't have shown this to the rest of the party just yet until I can figure out if I know more about it. Maybe with a bit more time, probably work a bit more on it. What was I was gonna say something? I can't remember what it was. Nope, I cannot remember what I was gonna say now. It's okay.
If you were heading down
Probably wasn't
to
important.
Tessie and Sin,
Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, Rudy heads downstairs. You know, sort of like, tentatively, sort of like, you know, knocks on the door and he's, you know, Pesty, Sin, it's Rudy. May I come in?
the door opens. Like it's slightly ajar, you know, when someone has like pushed it closed but not actually closed it.
Yeah.
And the door opens and you see Bessie. Ah, yes, Rudy. Yeah, we're and you see they're like in the middle of packing. Like he's got a big pack on his back.
Oh, well,
Like,
Pesty, why didn't
you're
you come and
essentially-
get us?
We're fine.
Oh, you're-
Rudy. If there's one thing we do know, it's packing and carrying packs. You do remember that we do come from
You know
somewhere
what?
where there's a lot of traveling.
You got me there, mate. You have absolutely got me there. My speciality is clearly not packing. You should see the contents of my bag. Literally broken jars everywhere.
But I would like it if you could maybe get Lena. But first, what did you want?
Oh, well, I mean, first things first.
Yeah, and if you look inside, you see like in the little sled that they had, like the almost like sled stroller. You see Sin is just sitting like with a big pack in her lap.
Is she avoiding looking towards Rudy, like avoiding eye contact, or is she just
Not really.
Yeah,
She
okay.
seems she seems a bit like down, definitely,
Oh, yeah,
but she's
yeah.
not like you don't get any form of like with your passive insight, which is the
Trying to
highest of the
figure it-
group.
Yeah, trying to figure out this animosity towards Rudy. That's kind
No,
of
it's more
yeah,
like
okay.
general just feelings of being
Yeah.
blue.
Okay,
There's, you don't get any sense that there's anything directed towards you.
Well, guys, we were upstairs and we're just trying to figure out our next steps and where we were going to head off, and we were wondering, because obviously, we're wondering if our next steps were going to, fall in line with where you guys were going. So, just in case you wanted some more company on the road or whatnot, what are your next moves? Do you have any idea on where you intend to go from when we make landfall in about 10 minutes or so?
Well, I've spoken to the captain. We're gonna disembark today, and we're gonna get a room somewhere. And what we're going to do is essentially, I'm going to go to. The captain said there was some place called like, what was it again? Artisans Alley, Artisans Row. And we were going to have, and he gestures towards the sled, wheels fitted.
That sounds like an
but
amazing idea.
But we were going to get back on the boat when the captain leaves again. Because apparently just the landway is to Ebonspire is shorter from Green Harbor, if I understand correctly.
It is. In fact, that is exactly the captain mentioned to us as well, that he was going to be taking off again in a few days. And that's kind of, that might have actually just clinched what we were going to do, because we were debating whether we were going to wait for the ship to set sail again or whether we were just going to head off straight away. So you might not be rid of us just yet, Pesty. I got to clarify with the others, of course, but I mean, if you'd have us, we'd gladly keep keep helping you out where we can.
Well, I don't see a reason why not. It's all good, but we're going to be in town. We will not be on the boat for the days, and just while we're having wheels refitted, maybe remodeled. I don't know what never been up here. I don't know what we might need.
I mean, I
just hope they don't scam me with overselling.
You know, I actually have an idea for that. Our friend Nana, she is great with making sure she gets the best deal sometimes. Maybe you should take her along.
Maybe we should. I'll make sure to ask.
Actually, Pesty, if you don't mind, if I could just have a quick word, just outside you wanted me to go get Lena as well? Is that?
Yes, please. Just I saw the captain didn't really appreciate me pushing the sled, in ship. So I was just gonna check if Lena could,
That's probably for the best. Okay, I'll go find Lena for a bit. Just before I do, just 2 seconds, just outside. It'll be super quick.
Sure. And he looks towards Sin, who just gives like a whatever, like. And he steps outside and closes the door.
Okay. Pesty, I don't think we've ever actually asked. And this it really brings out the little sliver. What?
And it's tiny.
It's very tiny. Yeah, he probably has or probably grabbed it from like Gerald or Nana, like a little glass vial or something, maybe just to sort of keep it in or something. He would have said it was for lavender oil or something like that spilled somewhere.
You didn't have formaldehyde, so you put it in your lavender oil?
Correct. Yeah. So Pesty, I was looking into the leg, and it sounds worse than what it is, but I found this. What happened? What attacked you?
We didn't get attacked. She fell.
Fell where though? Onto what? This is not normal.
I don't know. She genuinely just stumbled and said she hurt her leg. I think like she said she scraped her shin and it looked like a rock or something, and she said she could walk fine. And we kept walking, and then she said her leg started hurting more. That's genuinely what happened, Rudy.
Oh no, I absolutely believe you. It's just I don't think I ever asked exactly like what were the exact events when I found this. I mean, I think I need more time, and maybe I need to get some of the. I think I need to get Gerald in on this as well. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to hope it's just a bit of rock that had some form of bacteria on it or something. But I don't know. I don't know. It just seems a little fishy. So just do me a favor, and if you notice anything out of the ordinary regarding Sin, please let me know.
Well, I will say thank you so much for what you did, and she seems to be doing better. Besides. But she seems to be doing better physically, if you know what I mean. Like, the recovery is definitely expedited. She seems to be doing better. She slept way better last night than she did for last week.
I mean, that's the miracle of healing. Sometimes it's it's funny. A problem on the inside can cause more trouble than problems on the outside. A wound that she has now can be healed with a click of the finger. If I could actually click my finger, but inside, bacteria, poisons, disease. That's probably why she's been feeling terrible over the last couple of weeks. But yeah. I'll get to the bottom of whatever this is. Definitely, I need to know.
Yeah, we're not unfamiliar with fevers, colds, flu, even frostbite. But this was not something that I'd seen before. Yeah, it was as you said, a little bit fishy, but who knows? If you do find out anything, feel free to let me know.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, look, I think the good news is whatever it was, I don't think it can touch you here. I'm sure it was localized, on the ice. I'll go get Lena.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll have no more dagger eyes in the back from the captain, will we?
No.
And Rudy chuckles at his bad joke and as he goes off to Lena's room.
Yeah. And you knock on the door. You explain the situation to Lena, who gives you a quick nod. You can see when you enter the room, they put the little ice cube back in a pocket. It's like, seem to be talking
Rudy still
to it.
doesn't know what this ice
Yeah,
cube
so you
is.
just see Lena. Lena essentially like says something to a little like a piece of ice and then puts it in the pocket.
Oh, Lena, I'll tell you, talking to ice, it almost reminds me of those bloody methods.
Yes. Doesn't it? They smile and then like stands up, like almost like having to lean down in the room, step outside,
Oh,
and
pesky
walk
with-
over. Yeah.
Hmm.
You explain the situation. Lena walks in, picks up the stroller with Sin in it, and then just starts walking up. Like, and just puts Sin down on deck near the railing where you can see the crew is starting to like work. They're pulling up the sails. They are slowing down. Definitely, they seem to be moving stuff from below deck. What little cargo they did have, or like empty barrels and boxes and sacks, are being moved up on deck. Some of them are snacking on eggs and oranges and cucumbers.
Egg.
Egg.
Always egg.
And you see this town now coming close, and it's big, and it looks like essentially like it's tiered, but it's reversed. It just goes like this, as it's like carved out of the cliffside. And the cliff goes like hundreds of feet up in the air, and you see stairs, massive stairs and pulley lift systems that are being worked to get like massive platforms up and down these levels. But on the lowest level, you can see you're coming towards the right side of the city, and you see these docks. You can see lots of ships coming through. And you're just about to get in there, and there's the noise of seagulls, the crashing waves. You start hearing people shouting and yelling. And it doesn't take long before the boat comes to a halt in between two wooden docks. And there's people on the dock that come rushing. And the crew, they start throwing ropes down that's being tied to the bridges, and they just start working. And eventually, they seem to unlatch a piece of the railing and open it up and start putting what looks like a wooden, like portable staircase on the ship that just leads down ever so slightly. And the crew gives you the opportunity to disembark before they start working.
All right. Well, onwards, I suppose.
Yeah, Goose heads off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy to see some dry land.
You have not been here in 2 months, essentially. It's been 2 months since you left this port.
Oh,
Where's that tavern?
It's
Last
finally-
time I need a drink.
It's finally
And you know,
not covered
close
in
by-
ice.
Close by is like you can see it close. You see a large stone wooden house that has one floor. It's wide instead of high, and it has a hanging sign of what looks to be like an old lady falling and laughing. And you know this is the Tavern Ulysses Folly.
Looks good. Anyone want to join me? I'm heading straight in.
Arthur walks down the gangway.
Sure, why not?
As he
Yeah.
walks down the gangway, he steps on the land, and after 2 steps, just fall over.
Crashes down.
Arthur!
I apparently still have my sea legs.
You forgot to
Goose
unequip
goes
your
over,
sea
helps
legs.
him up. Now you gotta deal with the land legs, my friend.
Oh, I think I can get quite adjusted to my land legs.
Arthur, have a couple of drinks and you'll be feeling like you're at sea again.
No, I actually don't feel like I need a drink this time round.
Oh, who are you and what have you done with the real Arthur?
Look, I seen something a couple of nights ago, and it's made
Look,
me
Arthur,
very happy.
I don't care if you saw how many mermaids you saw. Just come on.
And you would know that this district that you ended up in is called Waveside, and this is where a lot of like ship commerce is done. There's not much of like actual trade. You do know that there is like a large near the storehouses and the warehouses. There is what looks to be an auctioneer's platform. But last time you came through, it was empty. There was nothing going on there. Here, you know that you've got Alyssa's Folly, the tavern. There's also a very Spartan-esque inn, because the people who come through are sailors. They just mainly come and go. They don't stay for too long. They can be a rowdy bunch. The proprietor is half elven, and essentially there's just bare essentials because things kept getting broken or ruined. And Nana asks you if she should find you all board in that inn, and she points up one tier up, also on the right side, is what's called Midtown, and she asks if she should go up there, where it's a little bit like residential, a little bit calmer, more commerce, like open commerce, and asks if she should find an inn or a tavern or whatever up there rather than down here.
Somewhere a little less rough would be nice, Nana. Yes. I've had my dash of excitement for now, and I'd just like some peace and quiet for our next leg of this journey.
You know what, Gerald? That actually sounds like a really good idea. Yes, I think a nice, peaceful couple of nights would do us good.
Yeah. So Nana heads off. Essentially, says like she'll go up there. She'll find room, and it tells Gerald, like, gives you a little bit of an elbow nudge and says like, if you find anything interesting, send her a letter. Wink, wink. Like looking at your book. And then she starts walking off with her mushroom isn't here right now, but she walks off like carrying the pot with her twig blight in it.
Which inn is Pesticin and Lena staying in?
They don't know right now. They're like, as you're looking back, you can see Lena is currently in like carrying Sin's stroller down.
Rudy floats the idea of them going with Nana to maybe a quieter side of town.
That sounds like a great idea, Pesty says, and then like together they start working, and Lena follows along, essentially like just carrying Sin wherever they're going.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
All right.
They start walking away, and
Now that we know they're safe, how about we go get shit-faced drunk?
Oh, sounds like a plan, Rudy. Sounds like a plan.
You know what? I didn't want to say it on the ship, but I think I need a night where I don't remember a goddamn thing.
I would warn against that, Rudy. In all honesty, it's
it's fine, Gerald. Don't worry about it.
Gerald,
stop
how would
just
you
trying.
know? What's the? You wouldn't possibly have gotten to that point.
Oh,
You're not as
believe me.
irresponsible as the rest of us.
Oh, believe me, I have, and that's why I don't anymore, Rudy.
Oh,
Oh,
you
that
haven't
sounds like a
told us
story.
about
That's
this
a story and a
story.
half.
It's
Gerald.
well, it is. Yes, I got
You're
very
out of your
drunk
past.
once, and it was a bad time.
Look, Goose, we'll get him after a couple of drinks. We'll get him after a couple of drinks.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Oh, one or two drinks wouldn't hurt you. Come on, let's go in. Oh, maybe they'll have some giant fish in there too.
Ah, your favorite.
I really don't know if I should drink that much, but I'm sort of like already getting like towed physically by
yeah.
Goose and Rudy either side. I'm like, I don't really know if this is a good idea, but
Arthur, what's your...
We left Arthur on the ground.
I picked him up, like I went over and I
you
helped
picked
him
him up.
up.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arthur, what's the plan?
Look. If you're
how
drinking,
about you just come
and
inside,
you're drinking,
sit down,
and
have
you're
some water.
drinking.
I mean, Arthur, if you want to be adamant about this, we'll get you a juice box. How about that?
No. Look. If everyone's drinking, I will drink.
How about a screwdriver? That'll help. But an orange juice will help.
Ooh, right, okay. I'll definitely try that.
He just likes it because it has screw in the name Goose.
As you walk down the docks, you're passing by like these boat houses. People are running stuff back and forth. There's a lot of ships here, all manners of sizes. You also see some fishing vessels, and you pass by the wharf master's quarters. You can see as you're walking by, you see Alana standing there talking with what looks to be a large, like greenish brown skinned fella in like very light clothing, and they're talking, and he's standing there with a clipboard, like writing something down and then showing it to Alana, who signs on it, and they're just having a conversation, like talking, going through paperwork, it looks like. And you keep walking, and you pass by the inn that you know as the Seagull's Nest, and it has just this little like wind washed almost sign of a seagull that's sitting in a nest. And then you pass by what used to be almost like an empty looking lot, just a wooden deck on land with a large warehouse behind it. You now see a gathering of people standing around it, and you can hear someone who's just shouting, and there you can see these big thick curtains have been set up, and you see someone standing on a stool currently holding what looks to be like an empty gilded frame of some kind, and they're just yelling, "Do we have 10 gold for this frame that found in the Scorching Sea?" And you hear someone go, "Yes, 10 gold, 10 gold." "Yes, we have 10 gold, 12. Do we have 12?
Sorry, friends. I have a little bit of an interest in the Scorching Sea. Do you mind if I just take a quick look at this? I can catch up with you if you don't want to.
Go for it, Gerald.
What is this?
Oh, it's like the polar opposite of where we were before. You know, everything was ice there. Scorching Sea is everything is sand and incredibly hot. But it isn't. I've heard of it, and if there's artifacts from there, I'd be interested, potentially.
Sounds just as bad as where we came from.
It sounds absolutely terrible. I agree, Rudy. But professional interest, let's say. So I'm going to make my way over
You hear
to...
by now, you can hear someone goes, 16? I bid 16!
I'm just going to go ahead
Three
and...
sold to the gentleman over there.
Interesting. I just realized I can't actually normally cast Detect Magic, so I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes casting Detect Magic.
That's kind of funny.
I would like
you know who can
one
normally
of you...
cast Detect Magic? Oh, wait, no,
Rudy?
sorry, no, he can't. No, it says concentration up to 10 minutes. I thought it was just because it was
Yeah, no,
prepared.
that's... You can still cast it. Concentration is just how long it lasts.
Once it's cast.
So you're saying Rudy can just,
Yeah,
there
it's
you
still
go.
spell slot, but you
Oh,
can
okay.
just straight up cast it.
Oh, okay, cool. I should use that more often.
Yeah.
It's very useful.
Yeah.
But-
If you're staying near the auction, I would like one of you all to roll me a d8.
Oh, may I?
Go ahead.
You may.
Boo! It's a 6.
A 6. And they bring out what looks to be an incredibly ornate saber. The hand is gilded and inset with gems. The blade itself is brightly sheen. It looks immaculately polished. Do we have an asking price for this? We have 92 gold. It's
92?
starting price 92 gold for this silver saber fished out of the bay. Apparently, another victim of the Scale Cove Sagan.
Why would I pay 92 gold for something I found on the beach?
That and Goose, I feel like it's so ornamentally inlaid with gems and whatnot. I feel like it's more decorative than practical.
Can I?
Yes, 100 gold, sir, over there. Yes.
Oh wow.
Do
Could
we
I-
have
could I-
105?
Could I make a try and make a bit of an appraisal just looking at it, some sort?
I'd say with your passive investigation, you'd say it looks like it's made out of silver, or at least have like a silver alloy on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the gems, like from what you can see, it looks just like a quick glance, like trying to push your way through the people, getting closer. Like it looks well made. It doesn't look like it comes from the Western Shard. It doesn't look like local, anything you've seen locally.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to tell if it's like legit or not, but it definitely looks like silver. You know it enough that like the blade itself is either fully silver or has a silver alloy.
Right. And essentially, I just want to make sure that I'm within the 30-foot cone of the detect magic, so that if anything comes up on auction that is magical.
Think you might even get whatever's behind the curtain. You might get a peek, like a magical little peek.
Oh yeah, because I suppose it's not thick enough to actually stop it, is it? So yeah, that'd be great
No.
if I can just get as close as possible.
So you want to take a few minutes to start casting it?
Oh yeah, no, I already said before that I immediately started casting detect magic.
You're just taking your time doing this.
Yeah.
And
10
as you're all
minutes.
standing there, the price eventually goes up to like over 200 gold.
Ugh.
And you hear nearby, you hear someone say, "Are you really sure you need that, Master Mesagi? Really, such a knick-knack?" And you hear another voice goes, "Yes, I quite like it, and it would be perfect as a mantelpiece back home."
You're right, Rudy. Decorative.
Absolutely, yeah. See, of course I'm right.
Yeah, and as
I
you
know what
look
I'm talking
over,
about.
if you follow the voices, you see essentially the first voice. You can't really tell from like the people. You're almost it's slightly crowded in spots. Like at times you feel like you got room to move. At times it gets denser, but like just looking towards the voices, you see one. The second voice is turned away currently, standing a little bit ahead. The second one has turned around and is looking slightly in your group's direction, and you can't see the actual face because whoever it is wearing a hood and has what looks to be like a carved and painted wooden mask that looks like a grimacing, like demonic face. It's got big tusks, a wide grin, and just like small holes for eyes.
Definitely not sus.
Not sus at all. Totes not sus.
And like two horns that are like poking up on the mask and like
Interesting.
keeping the hood open a little bit.
You know what? This seems like a perfect opportunity for Rudy to cast detect magic in that direction. Just to scoop things
Casting
out.
detect magic, the mask itself is magical, and
yep.
whoever and the person always is carrying some sort of magical item, and whoever they're talking to seems to also have some magical item on them, but you can't tell exactly what currently.
That's okay. That Rudy was just curious and remembered that that was a skill he had recently, as he tends to forget things he can and can't do.
Yeah, it takes a moment for them to start digging out the next item. Eventually, the sword gets sold. This group walks over, and just from the quick glance, as you're all watching, because they push their way forward, they walk over to the side where you can see a small goblin-looking creature, like in like a super fancy tuxedo, is standing and is like signing paperwork, and then hands over the saber. And as they turn back around, Rudy, there's a glint of recognition in the masked person was talking to.
Sorry, as in I recognize, or
You recognize the person almost immediately, and you might have had a hint of recognition to the name that was mentioned.
See, now this is Darcy being a bit of a blank on this one.
Should this be like private messaged or something?
I'm sending you a private message.
Sweet.
Oh,
I
heck.
will
Heck and
remove
whispers.
that dice tray there because that'll be visible for. I'm sorry, Josie. My brain is just not on. Like I'm remembering details.
Hey, Pelican, thank you so much for the follow. Enjoy the game. There'll be question time during the breaks and at the end as well. So
yeah, that's a
stick
hell
around
of a
if you
thing to
want to ask
forget in the
anything.
moment. Hey. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Probably shouldn't have reacted like that. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Rudy tugs on Goose's arm and goes, "You know, Goose, I really feel like this auction's all well and good, but maybe we should go get that drink. You know, maybe we should go get that drink."
You're right, my friend.
Yeah, never better. Just really thirsty. Really thirsty. Really hungry too. You know, I've had this alarmingly, very like I think I might have worms, Goose. I think I'm starving.
Charles, have you seen everything you need to see?
Oh, most certainly. I've seen more than enough. I'm. You know, Gerald, we're gonna go get a drink, aren't we, Goose? We're going to get that drink now. Yes. Yes. We go.
Okay.
Have I even finished the ritual at this point? Has it been 10 minutes yet?
You're just like you're barely about. It's just about to finish.
Okay.
Knowing that
I'm almost there, Goose. I'm almost there. Just give.
Arthur,
I would
we're
like-
going. You can stay with Gerald. He's doing something magical. We're going.
See you at the bar later.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, if you're staying by the auction, whoever's staying by the auction, feel free to roll a d8.
I'll
One
roll
of the
that.
people staying.
You gonna
I'll
roll this one?
roll.
All right, go for it.
D8. I got a 1.
You got a 1?
No.
They bring out what looks like a massive piece of something thick, heavy, hard looking. It's got like a little bit of a point to it. It's remotely hexagonal in shape, and it's like 6 feet. They're having several people carry it out,
Oh gosh.
Oh,
and
Lord.
they say,
Ooh.
"We have here a genuine dragon turtle shell piece.
Ooh, dragon turtle.
Starting bid marked at 60 gold."
That's quite large.
I
60 gold?
don't know
They
anything about this. I'm going to pass on it. What about you, Gerald?
I mean, a dragon turtle shell piece. I mean, it sounds quite remarkable. I don't think we can carry such a thing, though.
72 gold, yes, over there. Thank you, lady. And the bids keep going. Unless you interrupt, they go up to... It gets sold for 110 gold to this really extravagant-looking lady who's got hair up in, like, just masses of buns. There's just, like, balls of hair on her head.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, cinnamon bun
And just-
hair.
Yeah, and just these vibrant silver, sheeny, and pink colors just walks forward. Yes, thank you. And has like several people walking around pushing people away.
I
Are
kind
you
of like her already.
Are you staying for the next item? They start digging out.
Presumably,
another-
I've got detect magic going now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to at least see a couple of things and just see, because I was intrigued by the when they mentioned the Scorching Sands or the Scorching Sea.
Yeah, and you keep your eye out for the frame that was sold, and you manage to find the person who's now got it and is walking away from the auction, and it's not pinging anything magical.
Okay.
But you do see what looks to be like the designs. It's not like a plain frame. There are definitely designs in the frame. But feel free, Gerald, roll a d8.
Okie dokie. Pew. Oh, an 8. 8 out of 8.
8. They bring out what looks to be a small... At first, it just looks like someone picked up a stick that has like leaves on it in the forest.
We have this
And
stick.
says, now, mind you all, this is an appraised and actual magical item. It was found to the west in the forest, and it was then brought to us to be sold, and it is confirmed, and we will now demonstrate the Staff of Flowers. And you see someone walks up and just holds it up and then clicks it on the ground, like taps a little bit, and at the top just a bouquet of flowers.
Like one of those trick ones.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's so
And the person
good.
takes the bouquet and throws the flowers out into the audience.
Aw.
Do they smell nice?
Actual flowers. If you manage to get hold of one, it's an actual, like, living flower.
Ah.
Ooh. I feel like Dada would
Starting
really
with
like that.
8 gold.
And 9 gold.
9 gold to the elven gentleman, and there's a few ooh.
Ooh.
And then you like turning around, you see the person who had the masked figure in Entourage turns around, looks at you. 10 gold.
Rudy and Goose are out of the picture entirely at this point, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, good,
Yes.
good.
10 gold and 50 silver.
Sir, you do
Yeah.
realize that's 15 gold? But if you're simply deciding how you would like to pay, that's fine.
That's exactly how I was trying to do.
No, it's a good tactic. It makes his opponents think he's an idiot. It works, and everybody's. It's a good tactic.
16 gold.
Yeah.
Here.
16 gold. Arthur looks around to see who says that.
And it's the same person. And then you hear someone else go, 18.
19.
And there's a few people murmuring and looking around. And the auctioneer goes, 19 gold, going once, twice, sold to the elven gentleman. And you look around, and the goblin who's standing like next to the stage itself is like waving you towards.
He runs. Arthur obviously runs down. Get out
No,
of my way.
no,
Kyle.
Sir, if you
Yes.
simply hand me over the money, I will count. Oh, we've got your receipt here. The item, and it's brought over to you like in a what looks to be a pouch of some kind. Like it's I've lost the word. I've completely lost the word. It's essentially like in a velvet bag made
Yeah,
to
okay.
fit the
Yep.
like the staff inside it.
Yep.
And it's the staff itself is maybe 5 feet, so it's still like a good walking stick. If
Oh
any.
yeah, sweet. Yep. Yep.
Sir, the money.
19 a gold.
Oh god, I just
Finish it
realized
and
that
starts
like
counting.
now Arthur has just like flowers on hand for like any lady that takes his
what
fancy.
I thought he was gonna. Yeah,
Yes!
Yeah, that's why. So he's got. So not only he's got flowers, he also has hot chocolate. He legit
Flowers and hot
has-
chocolate. It's just like
He's got
instant
instant
dates.
dates.
It's like
And he's
poof,
got
God, if he
flowers,
could
boom,
pick and choose
hot
the
cocoa.
flowers here.
Oh,
You can ask lady, oh
Flowers.
yeah, what is your favorite flower? Oh, it's lily.
Well,
Oh my
whoa.
God, I didn't expect Ozzy to pick up on that.
Oh,
So
I
good.
knew exactly what you were doing. I knew
There's-
from the
and
second
if
you
you-
bid it. I just knew.
If you go into manage equipment, you should be able to search genuinely for
Stuff of
a
flowers.
staff of flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
And
I,
add
That's
to your
quite
inventory.
quite a bargain you got there, Arthur. That's
I think so as well. I am interested in what's going to be coming out next, though. I'm hoping that they might have a nice bow or something. Not that I need an answer bow, but
I mean, you've already got a fantastically magical bow.
Having this discussion close, the goblin looks up at you and says, "You do know we actually have a set docket. You could just check."
Oh,
No, not we didn't at all. Oh, I'm not even there, am I, Nissa?
And just like grabs like a small piece of paper and hands it to you.
I sort of pour over his shoulder and have a look.
And you see there are 5 items left on today's auction.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is simply described as an indestructible bottle.
Ooh.
The second one is seems to be one of the highlights of today, and it's in bold, large letter, and there's this ornate drawing almost. It says, "A genuine scale from the great Ur-dragon Thalaj."
Ooh, sounds
That-
fancy.
And then it says,
Oh,
an
Joseph.
amulet of the drunkard.
Yes.
And let me
Oh,
tell you,
that-
I wrote this weeks ago.
Did
I wrote
you?
This docket
Oh my
weeks
god, we
ago.
were just talking
Oh
about this
my
last night.
God.
We
The
need
fourth
to
one
buy
is
an out of this.
The fourth one is a smoldering breastplate.
Oh.
Ooh.
And it is described as like an asterisk. It says, visual enhancement only, not for like use in combat.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then last it says there's a bolt of pink silk from the oasis of Sul to the north of the Scorching Sea.
Sounds interesting.
And as you're reading through, they indeed do bring up an indestructible bottle, they claim. And it looks like a small glass vial, and they start, like, essentially, they put it down, like, on an anvil someone brings in, and they just grab a hammer and they start pounding away this bottle, like people are trying to snap it. Someone walks up and does, like, magic on it, and it just looks pristine, unscraped. And it's small, but they say, "As you can see, perfectly indestructible. Starting price at 92 gold pieces."
Damn.
Oh.
And as you're standing there, the price starts going up, and unless you interrupt, it eventually gets sold for 155 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll tell you now, Gerald has, like, combined a total of, like, 113, so that's immediately beyond anything.
While that's happening, after sort of, look, Gerald, I've bought what I needed. I'm gonna go find where the other 2.
Oh, all right, Arthur.
are gone.
I'm going to hang around and maybe have a look at this Ur-dragon scale, perhaps.
Yeah, but I
Not
do
that I'm going to
actually-
be able to afford it, mind you, but
I do have an item for you to come check out later.
oh, do you?
Yeah. I don't really know what it does, but it's got a feather on it. But yeah, we'll talk later.
Oh, good of you
And as
to...
you've got Detect Magic on, you do sense like a new ping of magic in one of Arthur's pockets.
Oh, I mean, give me a couple of seconds. I can at least tell you what school of magic it is.
Oh, I thought you'd be more interested in the auction.
Oh, yes. Well, I can't afford this that's up for auction at the moment. So just give me a second. I'll just to see what school of magic it is.
Arthur pulls it out and hands it to Gerald.
What am I looking at?
Check. It is make an Arcana check.
I can absolutely do that for you. Boop. That is an 18.
You've seen these. These are quite useful. Very basic items. It is a Featherfall token.
Oh, nice. Yes, Featherfall token.
Oh, yeah. Well, could you explain it to me at all there? I don't think I've actually.
Oh, yes. It should allow you to make use of a spell called Featherfall, which
It's automatic upon falling.
makes you fall much like a feather, which is very useful.
Oh, that sounds absolutely amazing.
Yes. Yes, particularly if you spend a lot of time in the air.
So with
Is that Gerald or Roju laughing?
Both, probably.
So, as it being a token, does it mean it just stays on me and then, like, it's forever whenever I fall, or do we have to attach it to an item?
No. You just need to. I don't believe it requires attunement, but you just.
If it's in your possession when you start falling, it
Yes.
cracks and you get Featherfall cast on you automatically.
Yes, so you
It
need
cracks.
to fall at
Ooh.
least 20 feet, and then it'll automatically airbags, essentially.
Do you think there is some way we could turn this into maybe a ring of feather falling, Gerald?
Ooh, I mean, it's not impossible, though it could require significant reworking, because this is more of a one-shot kind of thing, but that's not I would say that's not impossible.
Feel free to make an Arcana check.
I shall. Boo. Oh, that's a good one. 25.
25. If you could get your hands on some sort of essentially magical conductor or conduit to keep the Featherfall token like recharging as it uses, like if you can supply it with continuous magic, it would probably be able to be used like more than once if you could affix it to some sort of conduit. But that would still require like a magic battery of some kind to keep charging it up.
So can I just plug it into Gerald?
He's a wizard, not the Duracell bunny.
Plugs it into the
Why
hat.
not both? Yeah,
Scarbo,
as you've
could
been
you charge this for
talking,
me?
you see now on stage on this large silk stand, this pristine, polished scale, this white, looks like powdery, glittering like new fallen snow scale. It's fairly diamond shaped, 3 feet from end to end, 2 feet from side to side. And they're currently taking bids, and the prize is at 45 gold.
This is the scale of the
This is
Dragon.
this is what they claim to be a scale from the Ur-Dragon Thalaj.
Kalash.
Thalaj.
Thalaj. I believe that is the... Because that's the dragon that I've heard of before, right?
Yes, that would be the dragon that causes the freeze.
Right.
The magical blizzards of the south.
Yeah. All right. And you said it's up to 46 at the moment?
45.
45.
45. And as you're having a think, having a look, you hear someone bids 48 pieces of gold.
Mhm.
And then you hear someone goes 50. And as you look over, you see this gangly, dressed in like sky blue robes with white trims and a large, like, it looks almost like your hat, but without the brim, and it's insanely tall, and it dips at the end. It has this like, really long white beard.
Is this the wizard from the Sword and the Stone?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Arthur goes up behind Gerald and bumps his
50
shoulder.
for the fake scale.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa.
Arthur goes behind Gerald and sort of bumps his arm up and goes, 52!
What?
Make a deception check.
How much money do we have together? I don't know.
Yeah, I've got like
Perception.
113.
Yeah.
Where's deception? There's deception. 22.
Nice. Natural 20.
Wow. Wow.
52 gold bid from the other wizard. And they point to
The other wizard.
And the gangly one, like holding his staff, looks towards you and gives you a wink, and then goes 53.
Arthur Arthur's getting ready for another one.
I feel like you can only get away with that once.
Well, he's sort of moving to the other arm, and
I'm sort of like what Gerald's trying to do is he's kind of like his intention was kind of just to see like where the kind of current peak of interest is, and then try and just like snipe it.
Yeah, right now, there's no one giving any bids besides you and this character.
All right. So what was his last bid again? Sorry, it was
53.
53.
And the auctioneer start going.
54.
54. Looks at the other one who goes. Opens like a little pouch, starts moving things around. 58.
Ooh.
Ooh.
58 and 10 silver. Doing the same thing
The
that Arthur
auctioneer
did.
goes- 59 gold from the wizard.
Wow. Wow.
And you see the other one, like, puts the pouch away and just. Not for a fake. And then says, and the auctioneer's like, once, twice, sold to the wizard.
Arthur gets really excited.
you.
Yes, come on, Gerald, let's go! Sort of. Arthur's so happy he was here for that. Come on, buddy, he's dragging him down there now.
Oh, thank you, Arthur. 58 and 10 silver. Done.
Yeah, you pay. They hand you the scale wrapped in silk, and you sign the receipt. They make a copy. It's handed to you.
Certificate of
And-
authenticity, yes.
And the goblin just says, "It's been authenticated.
Oh,
We just give you the receipt. We don't handle. We sell. We do not fully own these items. We just sell them.
how are you selling things you don't own?
It's an auction." It just like starts
Oh,
like
you're
trying
selling
to
them
shoo
on
you away as they're bringing out
Behalf of
they're
other
bringing
people.
out-
All right. Yes. Okay.
They start bringing out. They now bring out, and you see, they're holding up this like fine chain, and they say, "Yes, an amulet of the Drunkard, as it were, found north in the city of Saramoon, within the fighting pits.
Okay.
And it's
Now,
been brought all
now-
the way down here."
now, Josie, Roju knows what this is absolutely. Does Gerald know what this is?
Feel free to make an Arcana check.
Okay. That is an 18.
18. You'd assume it has to do with alcohol, but your detect magic definitely gives a ping. But you might be slightly distracted because your scale is not giving any sort of ping.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Dun,
Oh.
dun,
And I would expect it to, though, right?
I mean, you have never met Thalaj, but from your what you've read about the dragons, they're supposed to be these massive, cataclysmic beings of
Yeah.
endless power, and its mere breath is what causes the blizzard every year. You just feel like maybe it should be magical.
Phenomenal cosmic power.
Mm,
Itty bitty tiny scale.
well,
Arthur
So yeah,
goes-
they bring out the amulet and they actually start bidding price at 64 gold.
Too bad Goose and Rudy have...
Yeah, Goose would have been in on that if he knew.
I'm
look-
sorry I pulled Goose away.
Look, this would
Rudy
be
just had to get out of there.
This would be a great present for Nana and Goose. And I don't think Rudy's much of a drinker, but he did seem pretty keen for one tonight. How much gold do you got?
at the moment, after this now questionable purchase, I've only got 54 gold.
Oh, look, I've only got 50 myself. Do you think we can get this for our friends?
Well, this one at least is magical, I can tell you that.
The price is now at 72.
72.
Oh, quick, Gerald, we're going to decide yes or no.
Sure, if we can get it for a reasonable price, at the very least, if no one wants it, we could perhaps resell it for a profit.
73.
75 and 1 copper.
Dang it. 75 and 2 copper.
And the bid goes over to you, someone else goes, 80 gold.
Oh. Oh.
You see this man who's like obviously drunk, just standing there. But he's got dirty but well tailored clothing. Like they look expensive, but like he's been sleeping in the gutter.
Arthur looks at Gerald and goes,
Bid him up.
82.
83. And then he just passes out on the cobblestones. Smack. Just slice down on the ground.
83 and a copper, Arthur.
Okay, 83 and a copper.
Going once. Going twice. Sold. To the fellas who seem to have a lot of money to spend.
Don't make yourself a target.
Not anymore, we don't.
We're no longer a target.
83 and a copper. We'll go Harvey's, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
So one of you can add an Amulet of the Drunkard to your inventories.
So it's what did we say? 83. Sorry, was it?
83 and a copper.
I'll do the copper.
Wow.
You can figure that out. Eventually, you bring these items, and you start making your way towards the tavern where the rest are.
Okay, all right.
And
41
we'll
gold,
take a
5
quick
silver.
break. While you work that out, we'll take a quick break. I'm gonna do camera check, refill drinks, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to, and when we come back, we'll be in Alyssa's Folly, the seaside
Excellent.
tavern.
I will be right back.
Rudy is gonna go hide in a long drink. Alrighty. Okay. Is anyone chilling? Can I leave my chat in
I'm
anyone's
chilling.
hands? Alright,
chilling.
Orb,
I'm staying.
you... Alright, okay, you guys are in charge. Tell an entertaining story, guys. I'll be back in a second.
Yes, entertaining
There's
story.
once a story named Ozzy. He went dilly dumbly do. He grew
Amazing.
a pro to go with that.
We can also, I have Aussie's chat up on the side as well. So if anyone has any questions about the game or the campaign, the characters so far, we should do some of those.
You can also hold the
Wait.
drunken.
I
thing as
can't.
well.
I can't find the item.
Is it Amulet of Drunkard?
Well-
I think without the.
Amulet. I can't see it here.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
I've got Amulet of Plains, health, location.
Cause it's a basic item.
Yeah, I know.
Could you introduce your characters a little bit? Yeah, we have someone new. Kid in the black hoodie just followed. Of the two people, we're one person short. We usually have Cuddly. Hold on, let me do one of these. Here as well. But we've got Roju playing Gerald the Wizard,
Hello.
who is a human warlock.
Mm-hmm.
But claims to be a wizard because he thinks he's a wizard, so he's a wizard. It says so on his hat.
It says on the hat.
These.
Yeah, right there.
We've got Wettest Orb playing Arthur Orblet III, our Elven Ranger.
And damn good one
who's
at that.
also- He's a damn good ranger. He just keeps thinking he's a bard.
Well, I got
And
instant
we've,
dates now, so.
We've got Ozzy Devro up in the corner on my screen playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee, the life cleric turned grave cleric after some encounters and
Spoilers?
some spoilers. Well, it's someone who's new to the stream is asking about the characters.
Oh, well then, spoilers?
Well, it's retroactive. How is that spoilers?
I'm joking. Yes, yeah.
And Denny, who's also with us, is playing Das Goose, the human barbarian, the slayer of the mighty dire goose, now wearing its head as a coif. And Goose is slowly turning into a furmonger, wearing all the spell beast pelts. These pelts of animals with magical capabilities, and if you can essentially work the hide in the correct way, you can retain the magic within them. And I think Goose has currently got like all his attunement slots filled up with spell beast pelts.
With spell beast hides, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, Josie, I figured out why I couldn't see it. It's because it's Critical Role content, and that source was disabled.
Oh, then feel free to go in and enable.
Yeah, cool.
It should be just in your settings.
Yeah, I'm just doing that now. Do you want me to?
That makes sense.
So I've got Homebrew on, Critical Role on. Was there anything else I should have on for this?
Just turn everything on to make sure, I guess.
Okay, well, I'll leave Rick and Morty content off, maybe.
Oh no!
What, there's Rick and Morty content in Beyond 20?
Yeah, no, there is.
my
There's
God.
legit D&D Rick and Morty content.
The one character we don't have today is Nana Miller-Bora, who is a gnome druid, and she loves to cook food. And we're also being asked for the character's pronouns, and I believe it's he, him for Rudy, Gerald, Arthur, and for Goose. But Nana is a she, her.
We were planning on having pronouns in our title cards below as well, but it just ended up taking up a lot of space, especially with some of our more longer names.
It's on the to-do list to fix. And the players, well, I go by she, her. Denny go by she, her, if I recall. Rest of the group in here is he, him, and Cuddly, she, her. If I recall.
Yes.
If I was wrong, feel free to correct me.
I'm anything but not late for dinner.
Ha, ha, ha.
There it is, Amulet of the Drunkard. Cool. I've got that on.
Yes.
On this thing now.
Nice. Good. That's sorted.
Cool.
Yeah. So we come back in as Gerald and Arthur. You make your way into the tavern, Alyssa's Folly. And who's got notification sounds on?
Yeah, I could hear that.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I heard that as well.
Bizarre Belgian, please stop messaging me.
Oh,
Otherwise, I am gonna have to turn this off.
Go to Steam and just set yourself to D&D. It won't give you any pings then.
I just exited.
Oh, that too.
It's 3 o'clock
Wait,
time.
what?
Oh, I think that
What?
was him yelling your stream's offline.
Wait, what?
It is.
Oh.
What? Okay,
What?
for some reason my stream is offline.
Oh,
Thank you, Bizarre.
that's why
That's
he was.
actually an important message.
Your stream's offline!
Oh no!
I don't know why. Like it still says that I'm on. Like I'm streaming. I'm just gonna end it.
Wait,
and
hold on. Let me
try
check.
again.
That's weird.
Yeah, I can't find you anymore.
Failed to update settings for Twitch.
Oh, weird.
Oh,
Okay.
What is
that
happening?
That is really weird.
You
What's
use Streamlabs
happening?
OBS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
could've
I had
been
to do an
updated,
update
like,
on
on
Thursday.
Oh.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
Streamlabs is funny like that sometimes.
It hasn't told me
Yeah.
about any.
Hasn't
updates.
done anything to me.
I thought you used
Huh.
OBS, Roger.
Yeah, Streamlabs OBS.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. How do we want to handle that? Or do you want a moment to get everything sorted, or do we keep going?
Just give me a quick second to try and get
hot
this
minute.
sorted.
Hmm.
Feel
I mean,
free,
we have no idea
chats,
when
to
it-
shoot more questions.
I mean, we probably don't have time to do a full summary, but I know I've got a fair few people who have come in from another stream who might not know like the
Oh.
general story. But long story short, guys, we were sent to track someone in the icy continent of. Oh, I've forgotten the name now. Why did I take on this role? Shit. Josie, help me.
What are you looking for? I'll fill in blanks.
Where did we go? The icy continent of, or the icy land
It's
of?
just called the Icelands.
It's
It's essentially like an archipelago of like ice.
Thank you.
That's
so
all it is.
We were sent to track someone there, a man with a scary bug-shaped mask. After many misadventures and many combats where some characters didn't perform to their maximum, we eventually ended up in the city of Gura, where we cornered the person Mothman, exactly, Ivadoa. And we cornered Mothman in some mines. We took him down. He was beheaded. We spoke to the head. And eventually we made our way back to the mainland. There's been a lot of other developments and stuff like that along the way, but the main thing is Rudy's collecting body parts and he's happy.
He's currently got a head and a leg.
I feel like there's some really important maybe plot points there that you've perhaps skimmed over, like, I don't know, the undead army that has suddenly been raised around the city and was marching north, headed by some sort of undead demon, and seems to be in league with the person who we were chasing, and is now also your patron in some way. Not that the rest of the party knows that.
We sweep the patron part under the rug. We don't worry about that part at all. We ignore the fact that Rudy is trying to...
We don't worry about it because we don't know about it yet.
Excellent.
But yeah, I feel like that's an important plot point for what's going on. But now we're heading back towards the guild, which is the Midnight Suns Guild of Volunteers, so you know the name, which is the adventuring guild of these lands. And we're on our way to deliver this head to them and be like, no, we promise you can actually get information out of this.
Yeah, that's when Rudy gets another chance to shine. It's like every couple of days, he's like, oh yeah, I'll just he sprays a bit of water, he sprinkles a little bit of plant food into the mouth, and then casts a spell that keeps it alive.
Yeah.
Well, alive.
Keep it from decomposing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He's doing that with the leg now too. He's actually casting it he's casting it and hitting them both at the same time.
Fair enough. Eventually, you'll just craft a flesh golem of all the body parts that you've gathered.
Oh god,
that is an actual thing you could do.
Yeah,
oh my god,
it's not out of possibility.
We made
that joke so long ago. It's actually coming to fruition.
Yeah, Rudy's flesh mech.
It's like the lobster we talked about yesterday, Roju, except made of flesh.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god.
Flesh lobster.
Yeah. How are you doing?
It seems like everything is back on track, but just looking at my stats from previous stream, because I had to close it, reopen it. It was very up and down. So I may end up crashing again. It's just a bit unstable.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you are live now. I can see it.
Yeah, I'm live. It says excellent at the moment for the bitrate, and yeah, Davey, everything's all good. Just trying to sort out stream issues, but I think we're okay for now. I just have to keep an eye on it.
Wunderbar.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, as Gerald and Arthur, you step into Alyssa's Folly, the tavern, and it's rowdy. There's a lot of people here in all states of stupor, and it's big, and there's several people running around, and this you quickly realize that it has to be a large family. You can see several dwarves of different ages are running between tables. Some are just buzzing the table, some are serving and taking orders. And you see this an open kitchen where you see a big sturdy dwarf with a big beard is stirring a huge pot and running back and forth, got these a big cooking plate, this large stone with fire under it. It's just putting meat on this stone, while you see another dwarf with a bit of a nicer worked beard standing behind a bar with several kegs, just filling up tankard after tankard, putting on the bench on the bar. And you see Rudy and Goose are well into their drinks already.
Goose is just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think and I cause trouble. I try to think and I do cause trouble. I just don't know anymore, Rudy. I don't know.
Rudy's situated himself. So, like, think of it like this. There's the door and, like, the exit and everything. And then wherever they're sitting, he's made sure Goose is between him and the door. So if you walk in, you can't see Rudy at all. That's how he's sitting. And he's like, no, Goose, you do not cause trouble. If anything, you have given all of us many chances to shine. You bring out the best in us, Goose.
I just feel like I just bring trouble to the team, and the whole thing with the other guy, and you have his head. It was my fault.
But that's the best. No, Goose. And like the look Rudy gives you is like a look of a kid with like candy. He just received candy after a drought of not having candy. He's like, but I have the head.
Yes, you have the head.
I have the head. Now they're trying to whisper, but it's like it's drunk whispering.
So Arthur would like to walk in with his new purchase, his staff of flowers, and just goes tap tap. Goose.
How'd you do that?
That's it. A magician never tells.
It's the staff, Goose.
Oh,
they're very pretty. Yeah. Very.
Yeah, and Gerald sort of just slumps down next to Goose.
Sort of. That's Rudy.
Oh, Arthur, I don't. Oh, wait. Are they edible? I'm starving. I'm absolutely starving.
No. This actually is a lavender flowers.
Wait, lavender comes from a flower? I thought it was an oil. Arthur, why did you? I'm already wrestling with, like, why would you? My whole life's been turned upside down.
Arthur goes like this and just puts it in front of him.
And now Rudy's like, do you squeeze it? And he's now ruining the flowers on the, like, he's trying to get the oil.
Smushing it.
Yeah. You fail to see the several tankards that are empty next to Rudy, by the way.
Arthur, as he sits down, he then notices that.
Just everywhere, all the
There's
tankards.
no oil coming out of this. Arthur, these are fake flowers.
Fake.
Do you want to try these flowers instead? Maybe the oil will
Hang on,
match that.
smell your hands now.
Smells like hen.
Like hen?
No, head! Bang! On the table. it's in the cloth still. It's in the cloth still, but...
Yeah, but there's no
Rudy,
sound
put
of
it
the-
away. Stop whipping your head out at the moment's notice. No one wants to see it.
Can I get you anything? And you see this young dwarf walks up and looks at Roju and Gerald and Arthur.
Another
Arthur
round,
sort of
all round.
leans over like...
Refill,
Another
please,
round.
refill.
Yes.
Okay. Well, feel free. I'm just keeping check on the tab. Make sure everybody pays.
This one's on Rudy.
Rudy flicks. Rudy, how much is like a drink? Would like just general knowledge?
2 copper each. 2 copper
copper
per
each.
tankard.
Rudy flicks a gold towards the dwarf, essentially to
Oh,
ensure that.
Well,
that
I'll make sure to keep them coming.
he winks and goes, "That you do."
Oh.
Oh wow.
Well, that's
Arthur
a lot of
pulls,
drinks.
Arthur pulls a hot cocoa. Gives one to Gerald. And
thank
says,
you.
"Oh, I think we might need this before we start drinking."
Sir, please.
I
Sir,
find
please.
myself
And
agreeing with you for
the
once.
the young dwarf comes up again. Sir, please, and points towards a plaque by the door where it says, no brought in
BYO.
drinks. Thank you.
So,
I'm
what's
sorry,
happening
Adventure,
here,
Adventure.
guys?
So
Well, you guys seem like you guys were having fun. Goose was like melting down. You were smiling like a little kid. What's been happening?
Just after everything that we've been through so far, I don't know what's. I feel like I just bring the team down. I just the trouble seems to follow me wherever I go.
Goose, you literally carry Nana. You literally raised the group up. You raised Nana up.
Oh god, the singing is unrequired, Arthur.
More bardic levels.
Arthur, what
required.
do you think? You are a bard? You can't hold a tune to save your life.
Oh, come on. I like to see you try.
Oh, well, not now. My throat's coated in whatever the hell this is.
I think you can do it. I think you're trying to squirm out of it.
But squirm? I don't squirm. Rudy McGee does not squirm, Arthur.
Then sing for me.
Rudy does not sing like a canary either.
It's more like a hawk, like a rah, you know. I would hardly call it a canary
Wait,
either.
speaking of birds, Arthur, where's that magnificent feathered fiend that follows you everywhere?
She's hanging outside. Oh, we don't know if we're sleeping here yet, so I'm not bringing her in.
Joe's gonna like
That's a place
put
they can
his-
allow birds.
put his package down on the table, and then,
What's that?
and then we'll just sort of open it up. He's just gonna find out what it's actually made of.
If you want to investigate the
Yeah,
scale that
I
you want.
do. The
If you can
scale.
make an investigation check.
Can Rudy make a drunken investigation check despite knowing no idea what it is?
The lighting is very
Investigation with
poor in here.
disadvantage.
Well,
It's only an
if
11.
you-
Arthur wants to help.
I'd say probably the most likely to be able to help would be Arthur.
All
So either Arthur can also roll one, or Gerald can roll again. As
yeah.
a disadvantage.
Well, I
give me
just
an
rolled
advantage then.
16.
16. It does seem to be authentic dragon, if anything.
Oh,
It is a dragon scale. You might just not think it's from the dragon they claimed, but it is a white dragon scale, definitely.
all right.
And
Well,
judging from the size, it's not a young one. This is big.
you know what? I feel less bad now. I was half expecting this to be plaster after realizing it's. Yes. Well, anyway, at least
Did
it's
you run
authentic
into our
dragon.
old dragon friend and get a scale off of him? What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Did you
no,
just pluck
no.
it off?
We got it at the auction earlier.
Ah.
But it was claimed
It's
to
very
be something far greater
The
than,
auction,
than this
the
one.
auction. Gerald, you weren't followed, were you?
I wasn't.
You weren't followed.
I wasn't even thinking about it. Why would I be followed, Rudy? Is someone following me? Have you noticed someone following me, Rudy? Is someone following me right now? Look behind me. Don't look. Don't look. But don't look. Look behind me.
Following you?
I don't care about them following you. They're following me.
Gerald, no, just why are you followed?
I
The man
don't
in the mask.
know. I didn't think someone would be following me. Is there someone following me?
There's always someone following you.
What?
Don't
what the
tell
hell,
him that!
Goose? Goose.
Yeah, as you're having that conversation, Arthur, you do see the people that Rudy's referring to. They're walking by as the doors open by someone walking in. You can see them walking by outside. They're not coming in, but they just walked by.
Who would you be trying to avoid there, Rudy?
Avoid no one. I'm not trying to avoid anyone. What are you going on about?
No one in a mask? Or
No,
anything?
no, not at all. Not even a
Um,
mask. Not nothing. Not definitely not a magical mask.
So
No, no.
if I'm saying there's someone walking past the door, or pub,
Then hypothetically, they're not coming in, and that's a good thing because I don't want to see them again.
again?
What? I didn't say anything.
Where's our drinks? I need more drinks into this guy.
All right.
Coming
who-
right up, and some
Who is-
and
who
the
is
dwarf come
following-
back with like a round of drinks.
Who is following who,
Ah, yes,
Rudy?
thank you, thank you.
And what do you mean someone's always following me? Who's always following me, and why haven't you told me about it?
Oh, stop being so paranoid, Gerald. It takes
Stop being
another
paranoid! You just told me that someone's following me everywhere I go, Rudy. Why am I not supposed to be afraid of that?
Gerald, we're all following you. We follow each other. That's kind of how this group works.
That was very misleading, Rudy.
Arthur's gonna grab his drink, but he's gonna go towards the door and just look out
As
the
you're
door.
looking out, you see them. They are headed towards what look to be further away, pretty much where it looks like almost like an abrupt end to the dockside district, to the Wade side. There is a district. You don't know the name of it, but it looks like essentially a gated community of like pristine mansions and big houses, and they're heading towards it.
Arthur's gonna follow. He's curious by this. He's taking his drink for a bit of a walkie.
So you take your drink, you go step outside, and you start following them.
Where's he going?
Arthur gets arrested for stealing a tankard.
Yeah, no one stops you as you're leaving. But
Where's Arthur going?
You'll-
Should we...
Let Arthur do whatever Arthur wants to do. He's
Should we
always
worry
weird
about...
like that.
It concerns me.
Yeah, but Arthur's an adult. He can take care of himself.
Is he?
Oh, no. He's
He's
fine.
going in the direction he said the masked man went.
At least we don't know anything about it. Let's just leave it at that, I guess.
Should we be more concerned?
I'm sure he can take
Are
care
you
of
just walking,
himself.
or are you trying to not be detected?
Well,
Arthur.
they don't know me, so I'm just blending, I guess.
Okay.
Like,
sure,
I'm not
sure.
like that, but I'm sort of just walking with the
Dun,
crowd,
dun,
sort
dun,
of.
dun,
I'd say
dun.
make a deception check.
Oh, me, not a stealth? Okay.
No,
Remember,
because you're not
stealth is
stealthing.
different.
You're just trying to
20.
Nice.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I do have advantage on it.
And for anything wondering, yes, Arthur Orblet has advantage on deception checks because of his feat. Never trust a fool.
Oh.
And yeah, so you're walking and you're like blending, taking stops over here and there, and they every now and then it looks like the masked person is throwing looks like around, keeping an eye out, but never lingering on you.
Sweet. He's just going to continue to follow.
Yeah. Does the people in the tavern? Do you want to do anything particular?
I guess I'll just have one of the drinks that are stacking up on the table at this point.
You take a drink and
Right.
it's cheap ale. It's not watered down, but it's not the best quality.
Goose will probably just like keep coming back to drinking. Just like, I miss my sword. I
Dude
miss
has got a
swine.
hangover.
We must rescue the princess.
Goose, we're going to rescue the
There's
princess.
there's a bunch of people that go, yeah, rescue the princess.
We will go on a quest to save the princess.
The princess with the really weird feet.
And you hear some people, you overhear someone goes, speaking of adventures, aren't you heading out to Scale Cove? And someone goes like, keep it down. And there's like a hat. You see several people turning around like, good luck, mate. You're gonna die. See what you did. And there's a bunch of people start walking over. They're like buying him drinks now. It'd be like, it's gonna be your last one. Better have another.
Goose will probably
And,
get interested and probably like, what's this all about then? The Scaly Cove? What was it?
so, someone turns around. You haven't heard of it? You're new in town. Yeah, this fella here says he's gonna try his luck to get to Scale Cove. If it's not eaten by the Sahagin, it's gonna be the dragon that gets him.
Oh, sounds dangerous.
Oh no, they said dragon.
Well, playing Dungeons and Dragons.
What's at Scale Cove? What happens when you get there?
Well, you know, part legend, part urban legend, part real. They said 50 years ago a large blue dragon came down and set out on this piece of rock right outside the bay. You can even see it if you go out to the docks. And they said the dragon made its home there and promised knowledge and riches to anyone who made it through. But little did we know that the Scale Cove is breeding ground for the Sahagin. So if you want to get to the dragon, you gotta get through the shark people.
Shark people? We told us something like that, didn't we? Was it sharks or was it fish?
We've met
We've
Sahagin.
fought heaps of fish people. You're right, Goose. Oh, they're a dime a dozen. And their guiding bolt is nothing like my god. My god, he was so much bigger.
It's the most swole, Rudy.
Thank you,
Well,
Gerald. Thank you. I'll thank
If
you.
you're that good and that much better than the Sahagin, why aren't you heading out to Scale Cove?
Because we might die.
Proving us wrong.
Oh, we can
Every
take
so
on a
good-
few fish.
That's the reason why people still go to Scale Cove. Every now and then someone actually makes it and they come back with these amazing pieces of knowledge or artifacts. Apparently the dragon is quite generous.
Joe's like,
You're all about the
knowledge.
artifacts, aren't you? At the fiery seas, what are you saying?
Fiery
Oh.
seas? There's no fire here. It's a blue dragon.
He was looking
If
for
anything,
it,
the
like some
lightning
artifacts.
strikes there very often.
What knowledge, eh?
Yeah, you like them knowledge, don't
There
you?
was a group that left, I think, about 6 years ago. There were like a small group of people went out there. One of them came back and he said he was given this one scroll, and he said that one day he would save it for one day, and it would make him incredibly powerful. He could do anything. But then again, people go out there like once a month, and usually we just get like chewed up corpses float back up in the old docks.
I don't know, Gerald, Goose, you're getting ahead of yourselves, and Rudy is, he's quite drunk at the moment, so he's being quite loud. We gotta take care of the head. We can't go anywhere silly. We gotta take care of old, what's his name, Bugman.
Did Rudy just make a joke, Goose?
You're right, Rudy.
Joke.
You're getting money.
What do you mean joke? We all know it's the head, Goose, the head. You know the head you cut off, the head that I preserve, the head that we.
You got a cut off head?
He's drunk. Don't mind him.
And I think we're all drunk.
I just made us into more problems.
Out of pure curiosity, how far away is this cove?
Oh,
I
poor
mean, you
Nokia.
can see it if you just step outside. I think it takes like an hour or two by rowboat.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
And people don't attempt
People who
this
leave
more
in
often?
the morning, usually we find them again at night.
Oh. Short jaunt.
Let's do it. Let's go. We'll take on some fish people. I'll go get Arthur. We'll eat all the fish for dinner. Come on. It starts stumbling out of the town.
No,
It's like,
not right now, Goose. Not right now.
Arthur, you reach the gated community. And there's definitely like some houses are bigger, some are smaller, but they all have closed gates and like walls of some kind around them.
Okay.
And there's definitely an upswing in guards patrolling the streets here. And you see people are working. You see like servants working around the buildings. You see some people are mowing lawns, hanging laundry. People are working. You see very little. Some of the houses seem to be standing empty and are mostly being kept.
Okay.
But at this point, I would need to make a stealth check because there's no crowds to hide. Like if you're gonna keep following into this gated community.
All right. Oh, I've got Mask of the Wild.
Yeah, well, you're not in the wild.
That
just helps. That helps, like,
Wild
if you're
crowd.
lightly
Good try,
obscured
though.
by foliage. There's no foliage.
22.
The wild of this
22.
middle suburban street.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
you manage to keep a distance, to walk like side paths, to keep pace, and eventually they come up to what looks to be one of the more run-down houses,
Oh.
and they step inside. It's still a like big mansion, but the upkeep is definitely neglected. Compared to the other houses, there's a lot fewer workers on it. But you see this noble-looking fella walks in, opening the gate himself, opening the door himself, and this other person is just following behind. They're having conversation, and eventually they just step inside the house.
Can I look around the house for a window that could be open or anything like that?
Well, the walls are built. They're high enough to where you can only really see the building properly if you're standing by the actual gate. But with your passive perception, there are windows, definitely. You're too far away to tell if they can be opened or not.
All right. I'm gonna act like I've walked past the gate, but sort of looking as if like they could see me from the door. Like if the door is just a solid door, or if there's a window by the door.
The door does seem to have glass pane windows, like small circles. There's a double door at the entrance, and they have small, like stained glass windows.
Arthur's gonna go to like where the corner of the property would be. Look both ways, making sure there's no guards or anything like that.
There's a few guards coming your way, actually, from the north.
Oh, okay. He's gonna obviously wait for them to pass, and then he's gonna attempt to climb over.
Yeah, and as they come closer, you're standing there holding a tankard, and they look you over, and one of them says, "Are you lost?" And they
Lost?
slow down.
No, not so much lost. Just, obviously, I've had a drink. It's empty now, and I've just got a little bit tired. I'm just having a quick break before I continue on.
And where are you headed?
Look, to be brutally honest, I don't know. I just like the look of the place and was just walking down. I'm probably gonna make.
You don't really look like the kind of person, and they like definitely give you a 1 silver to be walking around this place, and they start like moving closer to you.
Oh well, look. How many elves do you actually see around here?
I've seen a few, but we don't judge by the length and pointiness of your ears. And they gesture towards your outfit and says, "I simply don't think you have the coin."
The coin? Oh. Look, I'm an adventurer. I prepare myself for
That's
adventure.
exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
These are not houses for adventurers, dear
No?
Mr. Elf. I
Oh.
suggest you move along. Whether you come from the old docks or Waveside, I just don't think you belong here is all.
Oh, okay. What direction? What's down that way? I might keep on moving down that way.
Well, if
And
you
I
keep
pointed
going,
back
you end
to
up in the
Robert.
old docks. Like, if you're pointing back towards where you came from, well, that's Waveside, where you find the ships and the lifts to Midtown. And if you're looking for another drink, I suggest you head that way. If you're looking for trouble, and they, like, do a head nod over their own shoulders, you go to the old docks. But if you get in trouble, no one's gonna come get you.
Arthur's gonna start looking like he's gonna walk towards the old docks, but really he's just gonna wait for the guards to move on.
Yeah, you walk a bit away. They seem to have, like, a short conversation. They look as you're leaving. And then they start walking away again. What's the rest of y'all doing? Are you heading in the direction you last saw Arthur going?
Would Goose know to travel in that direction? He's a little disoriented at the moment. I like to think it's about a 50-50 chance if he knows where he's going.
Well, if you're following because you're not too far away from the actual water line. And if you just head on north where you are, you get to this gated community.
Okay. Alright, yeah, just head off in that direction. It's like, Arthur! Arthur, where are you?
So
Yeah, and
so,
if you just keep walking straight, you will see him like in a few minutes. Like you see Arthur in the distance. But yeah, go ahead, Rudy.
oh, did Gerald and Rudy follow Goose, or
That's up to you. Did you?
I think Drunken Goose. I feel like we'd probably want to keep him out of trouble. I feel like yeah. Gerald would kind of be like, know that he can't physically stop Goose in any way, shape, or form, but would be like tugging on his furs, kind of going, come on now, Goose. I'm sure. Look, it's late. We can't really go out fighting at night. Let's just come back inside and.
We're going on an adventure. We need Arthur. Come on.
And then so Rudy would have followed. If Gerald went to, Rudy would have gone to. Now, would Rudy recognize the direction we're going in?
No, you've never been there before.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Cool. Yeah, in that case, he'll follow along, trying to.
We're just on keep Goose out of trouble duty, I guess.
Well, Rudy's
Following
still.
along like a couple of ducklings.
Wait, hold on. You would have brief recollection.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because that changes Rudy's response to the situation.
Brief recollection.
Brief, very brief. So no, okay. Yeah, in a drunken state, probably doesn't register anywhere then. Yeah, no, Rudy's just trying to like Goose. I mean, yes, yeah, we'll find Arthur. We're gonna go on the. We're gonna go on the adventure. We're gonna find the dragon.
We can.
Goose, we're gonna find the dragon. And
Oh
we're
no!
going
You're both sort of drunkenly like, Gerald's like, no. Can we just? No, let's just quiet night.
When they get to the point where I can hear Goose say Arthur and Arthur, because I'm gonna guess I could hear that for. It is Goose.
top of his lungs, like
And walking around as you're walking and shouting, there are two guards that are coming towards the group of you all.
Could you keep it down? There are people trying to sleep.
I am quickly.
It is just like mid-afternoon.
Oh.
At this point.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna quickly cast a spell, Pass Without a Trace.
Are you doing it on yourself, or are you waiting till everyone is nearby?
No,
Okay.
I'm doing it on myself because I cannot let Goose ruin this for me.
You could hear him coming from a mile off too.
As soon as he notices me, it's game over.
So yeah, you're all walking around, but you can't seem to find Arthur.
Arthur!
See, look, he's probably gone back to his room. Guys, let's just call it a night or afternoon,
every
shall
day
we?
you pass by, people are definitely giving you the eyes as you're.
Goose doesn't care. He doesn't notice.
Gerald notices. He's like, "Come on, guys, let's just go. Come on back. Enjoy a couple more drinks, maybe." Oh.
No, Goose. Go back to the dragon. Because it was under water. There's no water here. The water's that way.
Oh, of course, to the water.
I didn't know that-
And you hear Arthur. You hear Goose shouting to the water, and the voices start like moving away. So what's the plan, Arthur?
The plan is to get inside the compound.
Well, it is still pretty bright outside. It's just mid-afternoon, sun is shining, and you did see like a few workers outside.
Oh, they're actually in the yard of the.
Yeah, just not as many as in some of the plots that had the same sizes.
Okay.
I'm just imagining Arthur going full Agent 47 now and just like takes down a workman, dresses up as him.
I'm just imagining
Oh my
you
God,
going up
yes.
to the placard and clicking it for 4 hours.
This plot is currently not available for sale.
Fuck you all. Because Arthur was originally gonna do the whole agent voice.
Do it!
But it is like,
Daylight, yes.
even though this is a gated community, the paths between the houses are not a lot. Like between one wall to another house's wall, you've got like maybe 15 feet, and it's in the middle of the day.
And this only lasts us an hour. All right.
And you can't really stealth once you're like in the open. You still gotta be
It's
able to
daylight,
have
yeah. Hey, out of game, you could come back during the night, of course.
Yeah. That's sort of Arthur's idea, but he doesn't know if they're going to be hanging around.
Oh, you could deal with that at nighttime.
Arthur's gonna sort of hang around, but doesn't seem like he's hanging around. Like when the guards and all that, he's gonna pretend he's walking back the other way and stuff. So, yeah.
Fair enough. And the rest of all of you, you make your way back to the docks, to the Wayside District.
Where's
yes.
this dragon?
I'm just,
Where do they find this dragon?
I'm just trying to head
as
off
you're-
this ill-advised adventure.
As you're actually looking out, like over the water, you can see what looks like be like a small collection of rocky outcrops, like in the water.
Yes. You think that's where the dragon is?
I...
Rudy, you think that's where the dragon is?
Rudy? Sorry. I was drunk IRL actually. I wish this wasn't. Oh, was it just water?
What's in the water bottle?
So we're back at the back of the docks, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Goose was just asking you if you think that rocky outcropping is where the dragon
You
is.
think the dragon's over there, Rudy? I think it's over there.
No, Goose. There's only one way to find out.
Yes, come back when everyone's here tomorrow.
Where's a boat? Goose, we need a boat.
Tomorrow.
Boats!
No. Look, the Zahoggins, they're quite strong. We do need everyone if we are to actually do this.
That's...
What is a Zahogan? I don't know what the Zahogan
It's the
is.
fish person.
You know the fish
person.
people that we were fighting on the boat and on the ice?
Ah, the fish people.
Yeah, they were riding sharks, remember?
Ah, shark people riding sharks. Is that a bit weird?
Well, look, we don't judge here.
No, we do not judge. Although, I must admit, it's a little hard to throw guiding bolts when there's two of everyone.
Yes, and both of these Geralds are telling you to go back to the inn, maybe have some more drinks.
Oh, no, two Geralds just
Perhaps-
make one normal person.
Perhaps. Ouch. But fair, Rudy. All right.
I don't want to go. Well,
You need
wait,
to eat
there's
more,
also
Gerald.
Nana needs to be on this adventure too.
Yes. I'll take anything right now. Let's.
Nana needs a drink.
Nana needs a
As
drink.
you see Nana coming down the dock side and sees you, and she walks up to you and
Nana.
she explains she found rooms in Midtown at a place called Ma Millie's Inn.
Oh, Nana, thank
Ooh,
God you're
that's
here.
apparently,
Please help
like,
me.
Super comfy B&B vibes.
Please help me explain to these two drunkards that now is not the right time to fight a bunch of Sahoggins to find a dragon.
But adventure.
And Nana says,
Adventure, Gerald.
yes, adventure tomorrow, but now we rest. Where's Arthur?
We were trying to find Arthur, but we couldn't find him.
He's off on an Arthur adventure.
I was talking about how I was not looking out for the masked man, and that how I didn't not want the masked man to follow us, and then he said he saw the masked man, and then
We'll talk about this masked fellow perhaps later. Rudy.
Nana she looks confused.
We're going to go and eat the fish people.
And then we're gonna eat fish.
Where?
Yes.
You know, I think we've all had a
after we
long
find the
day,
master.
and so maybe we just want to have a little nap.
Do you
Although-
guys know the phenomenon where like something super serious happens and all of a sudden like you kind of sober up in an instant?
Yeah, yeah.
That's like legit just happened to Rudy going, "Oh no, where's Arthur?"
Well, I mean, in all likelihood, he probably went off to follow those fellows who you very obviously knew something about, I imagine.
Is he your friend? Is he your friend, Rudy?
No, but you know what? It's best that I'm going to the inn, and Arthur can do what Arthur wants.
Yes.
But he will not know where I am, and that is good. All right, we're going. I'm going.
Oh, it's fine. I'll just message him with my... Oh, wait.
So, for those in chat who may not know, Gerald. So for those in chat who may not know, Gerald has in his book, his magic book, he can actually write in it, and it goes straight to our brains essentially, and we can message him back.
Except for Arthur.
Everyone except for
who
Arthur.
is the
Yeah.
guy who's not with us right now. That's why there was the fail.
Slight
Gerald,
oversight.
Gerald had a limited amount of slots, and at the time, Arthur and Gerald were not on speaking terms.
Yeah.
After the hot cocoa-ing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall not be mentioned. But yeah, having a look around, doing like a quick stakeout, essentially, you realize that almost all the windows, except the ones on the 3rd floor, are completely, like, the drapes are shut.
I'm pretty sure a potion of climbing. On strength,
I love how much effort you're going into here, and you have no idea what the payout's going to be.
No, I do not.
That's why. That's why.
Don't even know who
yeah.
you're dealing
I
with.
don't understand where this is going.
That's what you were like freaking out about something, and he's like, "Better go check what that that is." After obviously he's taken the place out, is it like a climbable sort of building?
I mean, it looks like it's made out of bricks, mostly. The top floor is wooden. And you can also see, it looks like the top floor, the front of the building. At the top floor, part of the roof is glass. And like it's just like glass as part of the wall and the roof. But it looks like, I mean, it could be climbable, might be difficult.
Alright, so Arthur's obviously going to wait for night if they obviously haven't come out. He's going to take the potion of climbing.
Does that allow you to like walk up walls, or is that just like an advantage on climbing
I
kind
think
of a thing?
yeah, I think it just helps.
Yeah, So it says, when you drink this potion, you gain climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. During this time, you have advantage on strength athletic checks you make to climb. The potion is separated into brown, silver, and grey layers resembling grains of stone. Shaking the bottle fails to mix the colours.
Right, so you get a natural
Are you
climbing
going
speed. That's pretty good.
Nice.
And also advantage on climbing checks in case it's very difficult.
In case something bad happens, yeah.
Yeah,
That's real good.
So what's the plan? Are you going to go reconvene with the others, or just gonna stay near until nightfall?
I sort of do want to come back, but aha! Hang on. Nah.
I wish I had popcorn right now.
See, I
will
know
say
it's oh my god!
last time I had a heist moment like this in a campaign, it was actually an elven druid who did the stakeout with their leshy familiar. So it just looked like a stick man. It was climbing the walls outside the house, and we played like what is it, the Mission Impossible soundtrack in the
Well,
Nice.
funny you say that because I'm actually gonna summon my beast. I'm gonna summon like a bird.
You know you have an actual
already have
bird.
it. I do know that.
You have a legitimate bird.
I know I've got an actual bird. You gotta stop laughing. I have a plan.
Sometimes it really feels like you don't remember.
I remember Madeline. All right. So I'm gonna summon a bird. I'm gonna call Madeline to me. All right, with
So
my
you have
last.
two birds.
Yes. I'm going to.
What kind of bird have you
explain-
summoned?
Just, I guess, an owl.
A European or an African swallow?
Oh, fuck that.
Well, we'll say
What's
it
the
becomes
content for
like
anybody?
a seaside. It's a seaside eagle.
All right. What I'm gonna do is then cast Speak with Animal. I'm gonna explain to both of them. We have a very.
Are they concentration?
What, summon beasts or the Speak with Animal?
Any of them?
Concentration up to an hour.
Okay.
And Speak with Beasts is casting time component. Yeah, doesn't
Yeah.
say.
Then you get to have both active. True. Yes.
All right.
So you now have a spectral eagle and your owl.
Yes. So I explain.
It is still in the middle of the afternoon.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just talking to my birds.
Is it spectral or an actual eagle?
It's a summoned beast.
But is it summoned a wild beast to him, or is it
you
like
call forth
No.
a bestial spirit and manifests into an
It's
occupied
I'll say
beast.
spirit, yeah.
All right. So I explained to Madeline first. I said to Madeline, I'm gonna go find my friends. We're at this bar because you're just sitting on outside. Okay. If this eagle, well, basically what's gonna happen if these people leave, I want the eagle to follow. Okay. But Madeline, you are come get me, and then show me sort of where, what direction, and we can go from there. Okay? Do you understand? Eagle, you follow where they go. You stay out of sight, and once they get to just keep following them. And Madeline, you come get me if anything happens. I need to go find the team, and explain of what I'm going to be doing. Do you understand, birds?
Madeline looks around, looks a bit on edge, looking at all the buildings around. Just,
What's wrong, Madeline?
I'm not really used to so many people,
That's
And-
all right.
houses, and it's warm here, Arthur.
It is quite warm here. Well, is there any way I can make you cooler? Probably not right now, but
And just fluffs her feathers and says, I'll try and find you.
do you remember where the bar is?
I remember where the bar is, yes.
Yeah. That's
Probably
where
better
I'll
than
go.
you do.
sass?
Arthur's just gonna go and just pat a gun.
Yeah, and you looking at the eagle, it's giving you full on sir, yes sir vibes. It just
Now that's a bird.
All right.
Affirmative. We'll track the target, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, Madeline, go sit up on the building up there. Eagle, you just fly around here and there. Just
the eagle takes off and starts just spiraling up in the air. Madeline flies up and perches on the roof of the house.
And
Walk off.
I'm not going to walk off. I'm going to jog off.
Jog off.
Yeah,
Jog
I'm gonna-
on,
You
son.
jog by, like, you see, like, one block down, the guards that you met before look over as you're jogging by, and they're like, what? Just jog on by. You eventually make it back to the bar, and you step inside, and none of your friends are there.
We
Dang.
didn't tell him where we were going.
No.
This is some crap beer.
What's that one rule? What's that one classic D&D rule?
I have no idea what
That-
it is, Josie.
You
Never
never
split
split
up.
up.
Goblin. It always tends
Is
to break.
Is it never divide the festivities? No.
Something like that.
Never split up.
What was Arthur's plan? Did he expect everyone to rush out after him and follow him? Oh yeah, we did, and he still didn't come around to find us.
He disappeared. He made it harder
You
for us
guys
to
are
find.
gonna ruin the plan at that point of time, okay? So Arthur's gonna ask a nearby person. Have you seen two? Let's say three humans. One really tall one has goose sort of stuff over them. The two smaller looking wizardy cleric things. Do I find anyone that?
Yeah, you see this person who's like in the process of folding up a net, and she looks over at you. She's got like wind-worn skin. She looks over and says, "Hey, I seen him. Headed towards the lift to Midtown."
Yes, okay. Sweet, thank you very much. You've been very helpful. Jogs off.
Very helpful. Holds out a hand.
Checks pockets real quickly. Drops
Low five.
Drops a silver coin in the hand and then jogs off.
Gives a nod, puts it in the pocket.
I was worried you were going to say a gold or a copper there, or that was a good call.
Jogs
Yeah,
off.
it takes you a while, but you find yourself towards the lifts, and there's not really a line, but the lifts seem to be running on a schedule.
Dang it.
So when you do get there, you do catch up with the others. You take the lift up, and you come up into Midtown,
Sweet.
and you walk into what is essentially known as the Artisans Row. It has like a big, like what is it called, like a valve almost. What would you call it? Like a gateway. It's like the big, I don't know,
Archway?
like you would see an entrance archways.
Okay.
Thank you. Words, I know them. I swear. That says Artisans Row, and you see these buildings, this massive street with people walking down it, and you see buildings where the bottom floors are like half open and people are working. You see carpenters, smiths, artists, sculptors, and just all over doing different things. You even walk by, Nana leads you through, and she points out, you walk by one house that looks almost like a wooden lodge, a big wood lodge, and has the symbol of the Midnight Suns on it.
Oh.
Ah!
And you walk by what seems to be an infirmary of some kind. It's a bigger building, that has people walking around, and on like seems to be like having some sort of a drop-in thing going on this very moment. Taking care of some scrubs, some scrapes. You see it like what looks to be a really jacked person who's come in, and it's got like this big bleeding gash on an arm, and they're in the middle of patching him up.
Really nudges Goose and goes, "If I was sober, I could heal that in a jiffy. It'd be 2 seconds, but I'm not. I know I'm not. I know bodies. I know I'm not, and I'll probably kill him."
I believe in you, Rudy. You could heal anyone, anytime, in any state.
Absolutely,
any place.
friends. Let's
But Goose, I can't heal the pain in my heart.
And you pass by what a store known as Brian's Bargains. Looks
Brian's
to be like
Bargains.
like a general store of some kind.
Mhm.
And eventually you do come to what's a bigger house that has like, it looks like it's been built in sections, like blocks, pieces placed on top of each other, built out. But it looks homey. It's got all different colors on it, and mostly like pastel-y greens and pinks, and it's got like white corners, and a big sign that says Ma Millie's Inn.
Was it
And
Ma
Nana
Millie?
shows you in Ma Millie, like Ma, M-A.
Yeah.
Ah.
Did Arthur at least see them go into the building, or?
You're with them, like
Oh, okay.
essentially.
You caught
The
up.
big elevator runs on a
Oh,
schedule,
so-
so you caught up to them.
So
on
I
while
meant
we
you
were
carry-
waiting. Ah.
Ah,
Oh, Arthur.
friend.
Hey,
We're looking for you.
sorry, real quickly. Serious business. That
Oh,
masked man you're talking about?
What? No, I have no idea
Yep.
what you're talking about, Arthur. You're a madman. You're drunk. We're going. Rudy's walking in the
All right.
direction. that
Anyways,
Nat's pointing.
look, I found
Listen,
the building.
listen, I know
I
what
found the
you-
building they're in. I'm gonna plan a heist. I need to find out
A heist?
what. Well, not a heist. An informational gathering, you could say. Rudy doesn't seem to. Well, he was worried about it. Now he's not worried about it. Now he doesn't give a crap about it.
No, trust me, as someone who worries about everything, that is a man who is very worried about this.
Well, we need to find out why he's worried. If they're going to be following us, do we not need to know why?
Yes.
Rudy turns around, marches straight up to Orb, gets straight in his face, and goes, "Arthur, if you take one more step in that property, if that is who I think it is, I will make sure you don't wake up next time." And he turns around and walks away again.
Well, excuse me.
Um,
I wasn't expecting
All right,
that.
that needs an explanation.
do you guys as worried as I am now?
That
about
concerns me
that
even
person?
more, honestly.
Yeah.
This skirmish. Yeah.
Let's find out. We need to press Rudy before we do anything. Then.
Yeah, I've got my birds there, but Madeline only knows where the bar is. She doesn't know where we are. So I've got them on lookout. Can we start walking towards
Look,
back to the bar?
I don't know whether he's doing this over concern for the person or out of fear for that person, but it's very clear we need to speak to Rudy about this and figure out what it is that's going on before we do anything else. And also, we need to sober them both up.
I've got hot
it's over,
cocoa.
fine.
That's all I've got. It's hot cocoa. I don't know if that's going to do well, but Rudy.
Rudy's ignoring him. He's just walking. I mean, assuming
Rudy's already paced off, I assume, at this.
Yeah. Arthur's going to start to try and follow.
Yeah, we'll catch up and
Well, you find
get the rooms.
where's Rudy going? Where's
We
everyone
were
going?
standing in front of the building that Nana
Yeah.
sort of said. Yeah. Rudy's gone into the building.
Okay. And Arthur was going.
I'm going to try and follow because Gerald obviously wants to.
Yeah.
know
So you head
more.
into the inn, and it's very cozy. It's got like cross stitch pillows and little sofas and chairs, and it's got like the little
What a way to
like
find
tea table cloths on little tables, and you see this elderly looking halfling woman comes up and says, "Welcome. I assume you're all Nana's friends.
I see why Nana chose this place now.
We've already had a little bit of a discussion, and all your rooms have been prepared." And you see coming down like a set of stairs, you see a half-orc woman, young, maybe late teens, wearing like an apron and some very basic clothing, and says, Mamili, I've finished turning over the rooms that left earlier. Is there anything else you need help with? Oh, thank you, sweetie. No, I think if you'll get started on dinner, I'll come along in a moment. Yes. And she walks away.
Oh, this all looks so lovely, and you're so lovely, and this is all so
very
lovely.
young man.
What's cooking? What's cooking?
Well, today we're having pea soup and garlic bread.
Garlic bread. Oh, Rosie, we have to try the garlic bread.
I will absolutely try whatever's put in front of me. I didn't eat a single bite where we were before, and that
Not
was a
a
mistake.
single bite.
Because
We can't have that.
no, we
You gotta
cannot,
have something to
especially if
absorb that
drinking.
alcohol.
You should
Yeah.
always be eating, and I know better. But when I just had to forget.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do not serve any alcohol, I'm afraid.
No, I'm sorry because there is I'm so hungry.
It's okay, Rosie.
Hold on.
have
I'll see if I can find something in the pantry. Now, you, Nana, I showed you the rooms, and you can show your friends.
And Nana shows you up the stairs to the 3rd floor, which is almost like a loft, and you enter this big room, and it's just got like, it's just so much grandma vibes in here.
It's just
like
everything's on a
you-
doily.
Yes.
So many doilies. You got the hand-painted plates on the walls.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Got, like,
granny
little
square
cross
blankets.
Oh,
You
man.
got the yes, everything. You got like the tiny lace drapes in the window.
Oh my god.
so
Peak
homely.
grandma.
Yeah. Perfect.
And the beds look like super comfy, and they all have like hearts carved out in the headboard.
Oh, I love this.
And you
so
see,
much.
there's a sofa, there's a little coffee table, there's enough beds for all of you. It looks like 2 of you might have to share. There's one double bed and then separate a bunch. There's a fireplace. There's like a not like a bathroom, but there's a solid wash basin with a mirror and water.
Lovely.
And you have time to get yourself comfy. After a while, Mom Millie comes up with what looks to be like a little plate and says,
Well, I could scrounge up some leftovers for you. Put some meat on them bones.
and walks up towards Rudy, and then looks at Gerald.
You look like you could use some as well.
I don't know if you
Oh,
were sneezing or dabbing, Ozzy.
I think-
Sneezing into my
muted
arm.
sneezing.
Sneezing in my arm.
And she holds out what looks to be like maybe yesterday's bread rolls. There's some like charcuterie meats, like some little bits, and a handful of like grapes, slices of apple,
Oh.
a few nuts and berries.
Thank
Ah,
you, Marmily. That's
delicious.
very kind.
Well, it's my pleasure, really. Just make sure you eat it all.
I don't think there's any fear of that.
Good. Well, if you need anything, just call for me or for Enda. She helps around a lot.
Ender, all right.
Thank you. As Mealy starts getting into the charcuterie board and everything.
Yeah, there's also like tiny pieces of cheese on toothpicks.
Oh yeah, I'd be getting into that cheese though. Hell yeah.
This goose like trying to pick up these tiny little toothpicks. He's like,
All right. Everyone, let's sit down. Let's get on the couch, chairs. Seeing as there is a couch and chairs here, let's sit down. I think we need to talk about whatever this is that's going on here. No,
Rudy goes to the bathroom. He gets mumbles something about splashing water on his face. Closes the door.
There's not an actual
no
bathroom.
bathroom.
It's just like a nook where you have a decent wash basin and a jug of water to
busies
fill it.
himself with water in the face, just splashing water on the face and washing his hands, and he doesn't stop.
we can wait.
No, you can't.
Oh no, we can. I've got all day.
I don't, Gerald.
Yeah, and by this time, you would actually feel an hour has passed and your summoned beast is dissipating.
Oh man, I need to go back to my bird.
All right. So, Rudy, it's it's painfully obvious that you know these people enough to threaten Arthur about them. So what's the deal? Like, are these people you're trying to protect? Are these people that you're afraid of? What is it? What are you so concerned about?
How sobered up would Rudy be at this point?
If you've been splashing water in your face and the time it's been, maybe a little bit. Like, there's still a buzz.
Yeah, it's still a buzz, but he's not like shitface anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tipsy, perhaps.
Yeah, tipsy, but like not. Yeah, his decision making is back. I think is the main thing. I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Sorry. It's just a shock. Oh boy. No, I'm not trying to protect anyone. No, they're not a threat. We just drop it.
No, that's not happening.
If these people are following you,
no,
you
they're
are
not
a part
following.
of us.
I just didn't want them to follow.
Yes, but why? If they're in danger, we
Good
need to know about
secrets. You need to get the secrets off
secrets?
your
No,
chest.
I'm not keeping secrets. No one's keeping secrets here. If anyone's keeping secrets here, then they're a terrible person.
I mean,
We get that.
it's okay, Goose. It's okay.
Say it again.
You're not a terrible person.
But there's so many secrets.
I know.
Like this time when I was a little goose.
Look, see now what you've done, Rudy.
I see. I've changed the subject, and I'm going for a walk. And Rudy gets
No.
up and starts-
No. This is not. No, we're doing this right now. I cannot bear to have this looming over my head like a giant sword while I'm trying to sleep in the night.
It's not a sword. They're not a threat to anyone. They're not threatening
So
at all.
explain who they are then, if they're not a threat.
Do you owe them money?
No. Do I owe them money? No, of course. If anything,
Is it an
they
X?
No.
Are they an X? Are they?
No. Ew.
Who
No.
are they then?
Gross. Gerald.
I don't know. Explain.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Whenever you're ready, just start from the beginning.
Well, when a mother and a father loves each other very much.
All right, skip to the after that bit.
Well, here we are now.
We took the words out of my mouth.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I do apologize.
It's okay. Well, then, I think it was my father.
Oh,
Your father.
Yes.
which one? The one with the mask or the one without the mask?
The one with the mask. He always had a...
The other one.
Oh, the other one's shit. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, the other one.
It was the other one? Okay. The other one.
The less creepy one, right?
Well, yeah.
All right.
Why wouldn't you want to see your dad? I'd love to see my
No,
dad right now.
no.
Daddy
That's-
issues, I understand. That's...
Well, no.
Are you sure you just threatened death to one of your friends
I
over
dreamed he
it?
would
So...
wake up. Not waking up and dying are two completely different things.
Are they though, Rudy?
Yes.
Are they though?
Yes. I am an
Are they,
expert.
though?
I know.
I am an expert in dead bodies. Am I not?
So
say
at
let's
this
say
point-
yes for the sake of it.
At this point, Arthur's going to get up and leave because he wants to go find out Madeline's okay now.
Arthur, where are you
hang on,
going
how
now?
come Arthur can leave and I can't?
I need Madeline. Madeline's waiting there, and if it's your dad, I don't want to be involved in family crap. I need my bird.
Hang on, don't want to be involved. Why is Madeline staying? What have you done, Arthur?
I think he said that he was just keeping an
keeping
eye
watch.
on them.
Yeah, let's just keep a watch, making sure. Look, I'm
I'm
gonna go
honest-
get her now.
Honestly,
Go get your
the
birdie,
person
come
in the
straight
mask
back here.
was incredibly suspicious. I can't blame him, really.
I'll come with you. We shouldn't go alone
No,
this late at night.
Goose. I've got this. I can run quick, mate. I'm okay. You need to just tap, tap, tap. You do better here. I'll be 5 minutes.
Normally, Goose, I would
5
agree with you,
minutes.
but in this case, maybe just you need to sober up a little bit. Arthur, in this rare case, I'm going to trust your judgment on this one. He says, not believing the words that are coming out of his mouth himself.
And Arthur, if you... You know what? No. Off you go, Arthur. Go for it.
All right, so what's the deal then, Rudy? I mean...
There is no deal. I just don't want to get involved. I don't care. I don't want to. It was a shock seeing him, and I don't care. It doesn't matter now.
For someone who's saying they don't care, you're caring an awful lot. Like, is there something we need to know about this? No, you just don't like your father, and you don't want to see him. Is that
correct?
Right. Are you...
Why don't you want to see your father? Fathers are great. Why don't you want to see your father?
Because fathers aren't great.
My father was great.
Well, mine
He
was
was a
not.
wonderful man. He traveled. It's just got going off.
What father would willingly allow their son to become what I am?
You're great, though.
What do you mean?
You're a wonderful person.
More at home with a corpse than other people.
Well, I mean, we've spent better part of, 6-7 months together, at least? At this point, I mean, you've got your rough edges, just the same as any of us, but I wouldn't say that you're incapable of human interaction. If I can talk to people, like, even somewhat, then you've got no problems.
Can we look? The good thing is the city's huge. We'll be out of here in a few days. I don't even know why he's in the fucking city. But
do you know who the person he was traveling with is? Is this? Have you ever seen them before?
Not a clue.
They seemed odd. Was your father? What kind of business was your father into?
Memories of the gatehouse district, like faint memories. Like maybe you went here a few times when you were super young.
Yeah.
What kind of business is he in?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
What did he do when it was a short time?
He was a liar.
Was he a liar? Was that his business, being a liar? What was his work? What did he do?
Why all the questions, Gerald?
Because I'm paranoid that we're going to be in trouble from a creepy devil mask man that your father is associating with.
We have friends, Rosie. We share these things.
My father is harmless.
I'm sure he is. I'm concerned now about this devil mask man.
Devil mask man? It's just another...
Or woman, I don't know.
It's just another... it's just some noble my dad's probably trying to kiss the fucking arse off.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, like, what does he do so that perhaps his business might be a clue as to who this...
I told you, he's a liar, and that's it. It doesn't matter.
I'm saying it does matter, though.
But it doesn't.
Do you not care about this masked fellow? We've already chased down one suspiciously masked fellow already, and it's been a bad time.
Care of them very handedly.
Yes, I don't want things sneaking up behind us and biting us in the butt. I want a butt-biteless free journey from here to back to the guild. I do not want any butt biting, Rudy.
Right. I don't know. I have not had contact with any of my family for years. Years and years.
Of course, yes. So you might have out-of-date information. I know.
I have no clue.
So, but what did they do before?
Nothing.
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 How did they provide, then?
By lying.
So he's a thief?
No.
He's a swindler?
Yes.
All right. Why didn't you just say that?
Because it's not exactly true. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they did. It doesn't matter why they did it. It just doesn't matter. Because they are of no importance. They are literally the dirt beneath my feet, and they do not matter. And if I do encounter them again, then they will become dirt. And Rudy gets up and leaves.
Well, all right. I guess that's good enough. At least I know who they are now. So, random Papa Rudy and creepy masked man who may be part of some sort of swindle going on. Something, but that's not necessarily a deadly thing if it's just some sort of a swindle or cash grab.
Family drama.
Yes. We'll mark it down as family drama for now, I think. That's probably fine, he says, looking over his shoulder a little bit still.
Yeah, and as you look over, the only thing that you get eye contact with is this cross-stitched portrait framed of a dog that's like...
And as we go to sleep that night, the eyes go...
Maybe gonna be more like...
Arthur, as you make your way towards the lifts again, you wait for them to go down. It takes a while. You get antsy. When you get close to the bar, you get dive bombed by an owl that starts pecking you in the head, scratching at your head, pulling you, tugging out your hood, and just like screeching in your ear.
I quickly cast Speak with Animal. Ah!
Can you do it again? You have enough slots?
Oh, I've got one. That was it.
Okay.
I can't do any more.
Yeah, and you hear Madeline going off like, "How dare you leave me here? How could you do this? I trusted you. How could you? Arthur, I was looking everywhere."
I am sorry. Like I told you, I was looking for my friends. They're drunk. I'm so sorry. I pull out some food. I like trying to calm it down.
Sits down on your arm, starts eating the food. You're not forgiven.
I sort of pull it close and just like, oh, it's okay. Look, I found them anyway. What happened?
Your other bird went away, and I didn't want to be alone.
Oh, I'm sorry I let you all alone. I really do. Like, and pulls out more food.
biting at your arm, like in a strange place. Just
Look, do you think we should maybe go to bed? Like, it is getting dark. We can go to bed if you want. Or what do you want to do, Madeline? We can do what you want to do. Pulls out some food and just be like,
nope. She does the owl thing. She keeps her face like in the opposite direction of yours by turning her head.
Yeah. 180 degrees from wherever it is.
Yeah, it's like a steady cam. She keeps looking away from you, no matter how you angle her.
Try and turn the whole bird.
Sort of, rub the neck, sort of just rub up and down the neck, and sort of start walking back towards the lift, and sort of.
It takes a while. The rest of you are all served dinner, and it smells amazing. It's like a hearty, thick yellow pea soup with pieces of pork, like brined pork in it. You're served with like, and she said garlic bread, but it's essentially just like the day old bread rolls, but they've just been soaked in garlic butter.
Oh, yes.
Don't make
That's
me
the way
hungry.
to do it. Yes.
Oh god.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a super nice decorated, like the table has like the swirly legs, and it's not a perfect square, it's got like the sharp corners.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a really fancy floral pattern. Don't know the word again. Thanks, brain. Like cloth, like tablecloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different word in Swedish. It's very different. And you just served food, and it's delicious. It's heartwarming, and you're served what's essentially like a warm raspberry drink that's like slightly thick, but not like too thick. It's just, and it's sweet, it's sour, and it just meshes so well with the food.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of food, and you realize there doesn't seem to be a lot of other people here, like right now. You see one or two other patrons that also comes down, but they eat quickly and then walk off back to their rooms. And it's
Quiet
like
season.
it's just one long table
Hmm.
that's like fully set for everyone.
Oh yeah.
And Enda and Ma Millie, they also sit down to eat with all of you. You have some casual conversation. Ma Millie and Anna get into talking about all sorts of things food related.
Trading recipes.
Yeah, and eventually, with full stomachs, you make your way up back to the room. You get settled in for the night, and you get a good night's rest. And the beds are soft, the blankets are comfy, the comforters are comforting, pillows are fluff.
I imagine Goose
And
would just
it's
fall
just-
asleep immediately, just like face first in the comfy pillow, just like.
These they're feather pillows, right? They're
Yeah.
the like duck
Down
feather pillows
pillows.
or something down.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's where we're gonna end for today.
That's a nice cliffhanger.
Nice way to end it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting session today.
Ooh. It always feels like it goes so
Papa
fast.
Rudy.
Yeah, that like threat made me jump out of my skin. Just like, oh my god, Rudy is that sort of don't you friggin' dare. I was almost to the point where I'm just like, I am not gonna push it, not gonna do anything, not. And then Gerald's like, yeah, we're doing that. And I'm like, I'm not saying a friggin' word. That I don't want to not wake up tomorrow. I want to wake up. I just want to go get my birds and be out.
Speaking of which, though, I wonder if Arthur will have any sort of like lasting effects from being essentially asleep for so long, and like that's not being a normal thing for elves.
What do you mean?
Oh, when
Oh,
he
like
kept
from the
putting
ship.
me-
Like being
yeah.
put out
Oh, it is.
completely.
In his death-like state.
I
Yeah.
don't think it has any residual effects.
Oh no, just on his brain from just like being conked out for so long. Is it like he's gonna have to like get used to now being awake at night again, or is he gonna like attempt to try and go back to sleep and see what happens?
Does he get used to sleep? He gets hooked
Yeah.
He's like the first elf that actually sleeps like a human.
Yeah.
Becomes a mutation.
Oh,
Behold, the elf that sleeps.
Yeah, it's just an elf that's like. It was like, ooh.
Bring me the money.
You all get 900 experience for today.
Thank you. We better remind Cuddly as well.
900.
Yes, I'll put it in the total in the campaign page.
Hmm.
And if we have the time, quick Q&A. Anywhere,
Yeah.
anyone, anywho.
Any questions
Yeah.
out there?
Anyone in anyone's chat has any questions for us,
Even
the
if you, the
streamers, or us,
players,
the
have any questions
characters?
for me.
Shoot them in chat, in our respective chats, and we'll throw them to the party.
900 XP.
And no, you cannot ask more details about Rudy's father.
Can I know
Actually,
about
the one
Papa
detail
McGee?
Papa McGee.
I actually want to know because I also seen him then because he's not the mask guy.
Yeah, I actually thought it was the mask.
How close do Rudy and him look?
Oh yeah, what's
Yeah,
Like,
no.
Do I?
It's more of well, Rudy is still described as looking almost like Aussie himself.
Kind of. That tends to be how most of my
Kinda.
D&D characters
self
go.
inserts? Yeah.
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 I don't
Imagine
have a big imagination that way.
this. And for those who caught it, the masked person referred to him as Lord Mesagi.
Messagee.
And he's got like
That makes sense now, suddenly.
Messagee, Magic Hands,
No,
McGee.
yeah, McGee, Messagee. Yeah.
Now the question is, who had the name first? Did I make the name first, or did Josie make the name first? And we'll never tell.
We'll never
We'll
tell.
never tell.
I mean,
But yeah, he's got
absolutely
like
does.
he's also got the curly hair, but it looked like he had some sort of product in and combed it back, so it's very slick against the head, and then at the back of the head, it's just a massive amount of curls.
I
And-
like that.
And he's got like well kept beard, but it's like full, but it's like shaved. It's like someone who saved up a full beard and then took like a trimmer to it. So there's like this just very clean short stubble, but it's all even.
Okay. With Arthur's passive perception, normally you would connect the dots, or they don't look that similar.
They're not all too similar.
Okay.
And
Lord
to an elf,
Mesaki
I feel like-
has harder features, more like angular face,
All right.
and also like a different hair color. It's like slightly darker, almost black on Lord Mesaki.
Okay.
And also like would be taller, a more prominent, like a wider nose. There's like, it's like now that you know it, you're like, yeah, I can see it.
Mm-mm.
But if you met them like on the street separately, you might not put one and one together.
So it possibly looks more like his mother.
Yep. All right. Now that's all I wanted to know.
It's actually scarily close to IRL, actually.
Yeah, no, I will say I fucking loved, because there's like a D&D trope of like, oh, your parents are always dead.
Yeah.
But I love when Ozzy was like, I think they're alive, but our relationship is shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
But that was a really cool take.
Hey, no,
Very interesting.
no,
I'm very intrigued to see where this goes.
I am.
Yes,
Oh,
no, I
yeah.
actually. I did not expect that tonight. I was
Yeah.
thrown. That's why.
That's also been in my notes for weeks.
Yeah. My initial reaction was very much my actual reaction, going fuck. Remember things. Shit. What do I do?
Oh no, what's going on?
My
I
Google
just,
Doc background.
I just like, how you just didn't want us to do anything. You like avoid them, don't talk to them, don't anything, and then we bring it up, and you're like, nah. And I was just like, Arthur would follow this. Arthur would totally go and be like,
I
"Let's go to
believe
my
it.
friend
I
Payne."
believe it.
Arthur, I can't believe Arthur hasn't drowned with how much he's stuck his nose in someone else's wet business.
Look, that's just Arthur. Arthur's like,
Yeah.
my friend's hurting. I better go fix that.
Let me just
That's
blunder my
awesome.
way into this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid you actually got inside there. Who knows what sort of barbershop horrors would have been in there?
Oh, look. to
Oh
be honest,
lord.
There
Sweeney
is-
Todd.
Very
Oh
considering.
yeah,
of just
there is something
hanging
super
out
sus
and-
going on over there, but like,
Or maybe there isn't. And maybe it's just a strained relationship between a son and a father.
no.
Maybe the
no.
strain
There's
is
something
that
definitely
you've gone with the
sus.
magic hands and he was the magic feet.
And he's like, son,
You have-
feet are the way. And you're like, no, I'll never join you in your feet. My hands are what will take me forwards.
You dare betray the Foot Clan!
Oh my god, the Foot
The
Clan?
Foot
Is this
Clan,
even
yeah.
with the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Rudy was trained as a ninja but became
He's got a bunch of
instead.
foot soldiers. Yeah.
God.
But yeah,
I can't
any
tell you
questions
how
so
long
far?
it took me to figure out that Foot Clan foot soldiers. Like, it took me forever to work that out. Like, that was the joke they were making.
Oh, it's a little deeper than that. Because the whole thing is like a parody of another series where they had like the Clan of the Fist.
Mm.
And so they were like, what's the opposite of hands? We'll go Foot. Foot Clan.
Yep.
Do we have any questions anywhere? All
Mm.
good.
Anybody got some questions?
I'm just
we
wondering.
we got through a lot of questions in like the previous sessions
yeah,
recently.
yeah. I'm just
actually.
wondering, like, what I'm going to do with a white dragon, a big old white dragon scale now. How big was it actually, Josie?
It's like this.
Bam!
As a big scale.
Like
Wait, how are we carrying that?
Can you use it as
like
a shield?
now taking a closer look.
It would be a great shield, yeah.
Taking a closer look and knowing, like, you met Shigor, who was considered a young dragon, you'd say this is adult or ancient.
Ooh, ho, ho.
Ooh.
Ancient.
Okay, so
Wow.
that is actually pretty cool.
Ancient's some serious shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's
do have a
got
question
some-
from Lazapan.
Hmm?
Marzipan!
The raspberry drink that you described earlier, Josie, is that inspired from something in particular? Or
Is this an actual drink that I could drink?
Because Lazapan says your description resembles a, I'm going to butcher this, Kiseli?
Kisel?
Kisel?
Or fruit soup thing?
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely like, I took it from, I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but sometimes we'd make, like a fruit soup, but it's not really. It's like when you've got, you're making like a compote of berries,
Right, yep.
Yeah.
and then the runoff, like the juice that you get.
Hmm.
Like if you save that and you serve it as
Okay.
a drink.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Compote juice.
Lazapan's yelling, yes, 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 so I think you've hit a nail on the head there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That sounds pretty good, I gotta say.
I'd love to try something like that.
Oh, that was actually a question I had. So, like, earlier on, so earlier on my chat was like, I think Davey brought up like an Among Us game at some point, and then like Orb started getting in on it, and Denny started getting in on it, and then I had this stupid idea of like, what if we did like an Among Us game, but we played our D&D characters instead?
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't know. That was just a silly idea I had when.
I think
I
Orb's
mean-
all in on it.
I mean, if that's the case, I want to tell you all to keep an eye out for a game called Evil.
Evil?
Yeah, Glitchcraft's been telling me about it as well. Actually,
Yeah,
Evil?
because I've been playing with Glitch a few times, and it's like also it's the similar vibes as Among Us, but it's like I don't know what words to use. It just looks amazing. It's so much fun to play, and they keep working on it. It's currently not available. It's for key holders only currently, but I suggest like looking it up on Steam because
What
it's
was it?
gonna
How's it
be
spelled?
Eville. So it's like evil, but Ville.
Oh,
as
like
in a village.
evil, like village, like evil village, evil.
Because,
I get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, it's like, are you performing tasks in a village, or are you actually working
Yes,
together?
you have to do missions, and also you get there are different roles that you get. Besides just being a conspirator or a villager, you could be
Yeah.
like the mayor or the hunter or the detective. So and you get different abilities you can use, and you can also
Wow.
like purchase items to keep yourself safe.
Oh, actually, I think I've seen this being played before.
Coming soon.
Like a long time ago. Like it would have been like a way early alpha that I saw or something. But it's kind of like plays a bit like a third person Tale of Salem with some extra
I was
stuff,
just thinking
right?
that Tale of Salem.
Yeah.
Town of Salem, sorry.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It really is. I'm not
Interesting.
big on.
It's a great lot of fun. It's amazing.
I'm terrible at social deduction. I A, can't lie, and B, can't pick liars. So
I can't
kinda
either.
like, those sorts of games, I'll play them if like everybody else wants to play them. But I'm like, I myself, I derive very little enjoyment out of them.
I quite
myself.
like playing them like IRL. Like I'll play, Werewolf or whatever. But I haven't actually played the video game. But I do actually, oddly, I do watch a lot of Town of Salem YouTube content. So I do really enjoy the social deduction stuff. Yeah.
Actually, no, I can't talk. There was that card game that we played whilst you were in Queensland. I got
Yeah.
surprisingly good at.
Oh yeah. Friggin' Coup, wasn't it?
Coup, yeah.
Yeah. We played me and Danimation here. We played Coup while I was up in Queensland, and Denny playing it for the first time in her life ruined us a couple of times. Like it was very impressive.
I couldn't believe it.
We're like, oh, it's beginner's luck, and then she ruins us again.
It was a fun game. I
It
definitely
was,
play that one
yeah.
again.
You did well.
Yeah.
Do we do some quick self promos before we wrap everything up?
Yeah, sure, be worth it.
Yeah.
How about we start with Denny?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Denimation, playing Das Goose tonight. At the moment, yeah, I am only doing the D&Ds on Sundays. Hoping to make a comeback very soon. I've got some things in the works in the background, but I've also been working on commissions, which has been taking up some time.
Commissions?
But I'm hoping
Tell
soon.
us about those.
I can't. They're secret commissions.
Oh, no, not them specifically, but the fact that you do commissions.
Oh, yeah.
Plug yourself.
Yeah, so commissions are currently closed, but I do make emotes for a lot of people. Yeah, I made Orb's emotes. I made Roju's emotes.
Yep.
I made some emotes for Josie as well.
While you haven't made emotes for me, you have done some artwork.
I have done a print.
Yeah, I've done a print and some artwork for Baking with Bakepig as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I have made
nice.
some emotes for Cuddly as well.
Also
Little
animations.
raptor and everything. And animations, yes.
Yes.
Animations aren't being commissioned yet at the moment because they are pretty time consuming, but I'm hoping to put that back on the table very soon.
Yes.
But yeah, emotes, overlays, general arts for the channels. I do a little bit of a lot of things.
You did my about section buttons.
I did,
And
yeah.
you've done my camera frame for when we're not doing
Oh,
D&D.
is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't
Yeah,
know
just
that.
a little dabble in everything. If you need something done, I can do it for you.
I really like those buttons.
Thank ya.
Nice.
Yeah,
I think they turned out really good. I like
They
it.
they did.
they're amazing. They are definitely amazing.
Hmm.
What about Orb?
Yeah.
Orb. Well, I'm over on Twitch, as you can expect. I just play anything and everything. I don't really stay on one game for too long. I am currently interested in Sea of Thieves. Because of an influencer, I'm sort of kind of getting interested in Green Hell again.
Ooh.
I'm getting into Satisfactory with a good man Roju over here.
It's a good time.
And there is a secret game that I'm going to be playing with Cuddly Raptor in a week or two.
Oh, nice.
Secret game.
Mm.
Yes, secret game that I'll be playing with her in a week or two.
Nice.
I'm on TikTok. Let us stop on TikTok. I'm on what am I? Discord. I got Discord.
Got the twits.
Got Twitter. The social media things that I'm crap at, essentially. That's me.
I could take the halfway point.
Go for it.
I'm Josie Bozer. I love doing D&D stuff. I stream mostly Final Fantasy and D&D right now, but we're just one follower away from starting a playthrough of Outlast 2. And I'm looking forward to it, and I'm dreading it.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't follow Josie Poser yet in any of our streams, you go over there and follow her just so that we all get to watch her be terrified by Outlast.
Exactly.
And get real mad about it.
I'm an angry, scared person. Let me tell you, I'm the kind of person who, if someone scares me, I will punch. That's my way.
Hey.
So you're
I
not
will-
the type of person who like frog screams. Like someone
No,
else, you know?
I will.
No? Cool.
I get silent scared, and I will start fuming, and I build up that anger.
Get real mad about getting scared, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing. And when we wrap up here, I'm just going on a quick break, and then we're gonna go on some clicking simulator.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck yeah,
14.
guys! If you've not
My
seen Clicking
condolences.
Simulator, oh my god, it
Clicking
is such
Simulator,
a time.
oh
It is
no.
such a time.
It's I don't know why, but it works. We have
It
an
works.
amazing time.
It's really just a weird just chatting stream where you get to watch someone just slowly descend into madness trying to buy housing in an MMO.
I'm not gonna lie, I opened the VOD the other day to figure out what you were talking about, and I stayed in the VOD for about an hour. So like, it was a good time.
Yeah.
It was insane.
You should watch like
Also,
10 minutes in the start block and like 10 minutes at the end block and just see the difference.
The same screen.
Yeah.
That's just what it
There's
is.
the same screen, but
Also-
like a delirious Josie.
It just gets worse.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, it's fine. Also, if you like D&D, and I will say that the item that Arthur was given at the start of the session was actually brought to you all by the community, because they were I have community challenges.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you.
If you're lurking in my chat, or if you want to lurk in chat just for the hell of it, if you get points, put those toward community challenges. I have them prepared in advance, and it brings items to the party. That's all it does. It's just for them to get some extra stuff that I roll up randomly. It can be anything. Some examples of stuff they've gotten is they've gotten several potions. They've gotten a healing salve. They've gotten a broom of flying. They've gotten a ring of water walking. They've gotten now a feather token.
I think most of the magical items that we've received in this campaign have been from community challenges.
I think so.
The Gale Axe is also
great.
community.
Yes!
Yeah, it was.
That's right. Yeah.
So
There's
good.
Thank
a
you
lot of
for
items.
your benevolence,
Yes, thank you.
chats.
Because I just felt like that's a fun way to let everybody be part of it, as well as like all the different players. They've got the inspiration points you can give to them through community challenges, which is amazing.
I finally got to use mine last session, so I've restarted mine.
Yeah, I think we all used a community an inspiration point, or most of us did
For that
anyway.
amputation.
Yeah.
I've still got one.
Yeah,
So I got mine ready to go.
I've regenerated one, so
Nice.
I put the so I didn't start to regenerate one last session, but I did this session. I put 15k on it. We're already at 12k, so I'll have that next session.
Nice.
Next session.
I got mine set to 10k as what I had it from the beginning. I'm up to 67% now, so almost there.
nice.
Yeah, and I will tell you, we're just like 2,000 points away from getting you the next item.
Sweet.
Ooh,
Yeah.
How many
nice.
points do I have?
I didn't have enough to finish it.
Damn it.
Look,
Well,
eventually I'll have enough internet to be able to actually lurk in streams while streaming myself, and that day is gonna be fucking glorious.
Speaking of internet, I got my internet upgraded this week, and everything's been like 10 times smoother.
Yay.
Yes.
So
How was
happy for
today,
you,
by
Jesse.
the way?
Yeah.
Today, everything's been running like so much better than before. I thought it was a hardware issue. Turns out it was a bandwidth issue.
Just bandwidth. Yep.
Oh, excellent.
Awesome. I love it when it's an easy solution and things just suddenly magically become better.
Exactly, yeah.
Speaking of magically becoming better, Roju, hug yourself.
Plug yourself,
Boom.
sir.
Plug.
Oh.
I was doing what you told me to. Battery.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm Roju. My channel's Participation Award. You can find me on most of the things under something similar to that. What I do is variety stream and aspiring voice acting. But I haven't been doing a lot of most of that stuff at the moment just because of medical stuff. But hopefully that'll be solved soon. And then there'll be a lot more streaming of random stuff. I usually play a lot of Yakuza and other random games. And I like playing a lot of co-op stuff with my lovely friends like these guys. And I've just been playing too much Final Fantasy off stream, basically, is my life at the moment.
Good game.
It is. It's sucked me in. But there will be more stuff coming in the future. Because I know for those of you who have stuck around on my channel, it's I know it's been a bit not much Roju, mainly on just the Sundays, or when I've got energy for other stuff. There's been that, but fingers crossed, we'll be back. We'll be back and go on better than ever in the next few weeks. And yeah, over to you, Darcy.
Me.
That's you.
That is me. Hey guys. So I'm Aussie Dev Fro. I am, like most of us, a variety streamer. I'm live 5 nights a week. And at the moment, I mean, we're focusing, like some of the others, a bit of Final Fantasy 14. We're doing that on Mondays. I do D&D on Sundays. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays tend to be they can change from time to time. At the moment, I'm a bit on a survival simulator kick. But Saturdays is always a co-op stream with my brother. We've been playing a variety of games there. We just finished It Takes Two,
How good is
which
it?
ended on the most magical of kisses between brothers. That clip is on the channel, by the way. At the starting
Ooh.
of the stream. And then and now we're playing a bit of Code Vein. So you know, nothing better than some Souls like combat between brothers to make us bigger some more. But the main thing is, if you're awake, I'm probably live. That's the main thing. If you want a place to chill there. I'm also a game dev, aspiring game dev, and we sometimes talk about game development on stream, as well as having various other things that contribute towards
Don't
the
you
game.
have
I'm working
one
on
coming up? A presentation coming up soon?
In what way? Nani?
I heard rumors that you had put up one of the things you had developed, like to showcase.
Oh yeah, we applied for PAX. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We applied for
See?
PAX.
Don't skim over that. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if we get it, I'll then start to ship bricks because it's not ready for PAX.
It's still a cool thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it is a
feelings
cool
that
thing.
You
It's
still
something
felt
exciting,
like
yeah.
you were finished. You were like done enough to apply for PAX. Like you reached that point where like let's apply for PAX.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this once, really quietly under the radar. It wasn't my decision.
So proud of you for deciding to apply
Yeah,
for
yeah.
PAX.
Yes,
It's coming along. It's coming along really well. Like I actually showed Patreons what it is at this point in time. We got a lot of really good feedback.
Cool.
And to those Patreons out there will be another showing of it in about a month from now as well. So yeah, it's
Super cool.
it's coming along really well.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's
Very
me.
cool.
Super duper.
Whee!
And if we've got nothing else, maybe see you all next week.
Nah, we're gonna
If
see
anything.
5 minutes when we send everyone to watch Clicking Simulator.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
gonna-
we're just going to
I'll
send
hang out
everyone
for a
to
little.
Jersey.
I'll hang out for a little bit, start everything up, but then I need
Excellent.
a pee and food break.
All
A
good.
yellow pea and food.
Yeah.
My God.
Also, I sent a message over to check, but Roju, will you be our disembodied voice once more?
Oh yeah, well I was going to jump onto Final Fantasy anyway, so I'll keep you company
Anyway.
on your stream.
Be super productive and fly in circles while we're
Oh
talking.
yeah, super productive.
I'm so glad, Josie, that we ended up to rope so many people into Final Fantasy, even if it was for a short moment. Like in the Roju's still on, Dutch is still on, I'm still on. You know, it's been good.
Roju couldn't leave if you tried at this point.
No, I know, right? I'm sorry, Roju.
I'm way ahead of all of y'all.
I had a small part in it. I'm sorry.
Well, I jumped on because I thought I'd be playing with people, and
No,
and
well,
Josie's on a different
Fish.
shard. You guys are never on.
I did my month, and now I'm keeping it on Monday.
Well, you just gotta endure until what is it, November, and then we can start doing like
Hang on.
content together.
But didn't you, Josie? You were the one who told us to go on Elemental Ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you never played with me. So I
Yeah.
just kept with my regular character.
Oh my, but we,
And they also revealed that they were going to do the data center
That's
visit,
true.
where you
Yeah,
can
they
actually
did,
like
didn't they?
travel to other servers.
all right. So let's
And
circle
at
back.
that point, I was just
Alright, I'll let you
like,
guys
I'll stay
continue
with my.
this talk. I will see you guys in the next stream.
We're gonna bye, Daddy.
Bye.
See you, Daddy.
We'll circle back on this topic. Oh god, now all my overlays fucked up. We're gonna circle back
Yeah.
on this topic in several months when Endwalker comes out.
Thank you.
Alrighty, I'm gonna get out of the call now as well. Have a lovely night, guys.
Excellent.
Have a good one.
Catch you, dude. All right, let me initiate this raid here for whoever has not already bailed. I'm going to send you over to Josie Poser, and you can listen to me as I laugh at her slowly descending once again
I
into
don't know what you're
madness.
talking about.
If you hang around, make sure you frequently use the command !plot, just to make sure you remind Josie as to the current state of the housing situation. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. I'm going to send you over there now. Bye. Yeah. There we go.